Yo, what it do, everybody, man? What's cracking, lacking, man? Y'all already know what time it is, man. It is Friday. Yes. It is Friday. Appreciate everyone locked in, tuned in to the 11:30 podcast, man. Talk pro wrestling, man. We back at it. It's Friday. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We live. Everyone come on in, join the live chat, man, for another fantastic watch along, man. We watching Friday Night SmackDown. Like I said, we live here on YouTube, we live here on Twitch, and we about to be live here on TikTok, man. But before we get into all the good stuff, man, oh, excuse me, man. Just ate some nuggets and everything. I hate rushing and everything, man. But yeah, man. You got Friday Night SmackDown tonight. Randy Orton is obviously in the house. Will John Cena be here? I'm not too sure, but of course, that's going down tonight. We have what else? We have Aleister Black. Aleister Black is back, and he's going to be taking on the Miz. That's going to be going down tonight. Not too much has been announced though, but we about to go live in just a bit. Let's go live on TikTok. All right. All right. We did that. Yeah. What it do, man? Appreciate everybody. Yeah, now we are live here on YouTube, Twitch, and on TikTok, man. If you're new, if you haven't done so already, definitely hit the like button down below, follow, share, and definitely subscribe, man. I'm live here on TikTok, and we live here on YouTube, man. So everybody that's tapping in, that's joining in, you know, if you see me looking this way, we also, like I said, we live here on YouTube. And on Twitch, and everyone definitely tuning in on TikTok, man. But let's get it. Friday Night SmackDown. All right. Of course, I got my little man in the house. He ready. He ready as always. You ready? Yeah.
Welcome to Des Moines, Iowa, the capital city in this sports-crazed state. And tonight it hosts the wildly unpredictable path to battle.
Yeah.
Fans are ready for what lies ahead on Friday Night SmackDown, as the Viper has been striking since WrestleMania. Yes, Randy Orton.
What's good with everybody? Randy Orton in the house tonight. Everybody that's tuned in on the TikTok side, man, appreciate everybody. Definitely double tap the screen, show some love. We're watching SmackDown. Tippy time. Yeah.
How long that was. What's the champ's mindset? Now the Nia Jax is back in destructive form. And last week wasn't so awesome for the Miz.
Okay. I was just talking about that, man. My man got a chain around it, a chain around his neck with Andre the Giant on it though.
And Damian Priest is here. His target is the megastar. Priest against LA.
I feel like some stuff about to go down right here between him and Drew. Okay, Jacob and Solo. Yada I mean. LA Knight. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let me talk to you. We 2 weeks removed from WrestleMania, man. How you guys feeling about everything? You know, more of the fallout. And I was just talking to my guy Warren Marlowe, man. He said something real interesting. Like a lot of people, I know one guy, especially my guy Brian B. And when WrestleMania Sunday was over with, we was definitely chatting about how the main event and everything. But he was definitely one thing he was talking about how nothing really came to a head at WrestleMania. It was a lot of stories that really kept going, and that was one thing that did come out of this year's WrestleMania. You seen a lot of stories that developed that's just keep going. It wasn't like it just came to a head. Even with Jacob, winning United States Championship in the mid card, and they didn't have the Solo and Jacob match. What else? Like even Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, like all of it. John Cena, how he won, not even with The Rock came up. If you guys haven't seen that video I made, definitely go check it out on my TikTok page. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Yo, what's going on, my guy? What's going on? Appreciate you joining the live chat. You know what it is. Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah. Let me talk to you.
1 week ago, I stepped right in this ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said I want my rematch for my U.S. Championship. Instead, what did I get? I got told, well, you're going to have...
All right, LA Knight, man, you got to do something drastic, man, because you just been in the mid-card scene for a little bit. What you guys think, man? Do LA Knight need to switch some shit up? I feel like LA Knight need to switch something up, though. For real. Definitely think you need to switch something up.
Later, Jacob Fatu comes out here like this is his own personal jungle gym, bouncing all around. He's dropping moonsaults on everybody. But why was that able to happen?
Samoan Werewolf, man, is a bad dude. You better watch out.
Was because the man who I have a match with a little bit later tonight, and that's Damian Priest. Damian Priest, I ain't got no...
Yeah. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate it. We watching SmackDown tonight. Chilling. Talking wrestling.
My man, you got the pictures.
Okay, Damian Priest, like, I mean, that's one thing that was a big question of mine, man. Can Damian Priest get back to that point in his career, and become world heavyweight champion? Did he just luck up by, did he just come by luck and have that fantastic match with Bad Bunny, and the company was like, you know what, you're doing awesome, and they decided to just put the Money in the Bank briefcase on him? Because for real, man, everybody wanted LA Knight to win that Money in the Bank that year, though. And then of course he cashed in, second guy to cash in at WrestleMania, though. So I feel like Damian, him coming over to SmackDown and getting away from Judgment Day on Raw is definitely fantastic. But LA Knight, you need to switch something up. Go after the Intercontinental title or something.
I was good with moving on. But he couldn't keep my name out of his mouth, and then he mentioned my family.
Damian Priest will get back to the top. It just gotta...
Look, I get all of that. I've had to chase dudes down, beat them down. I know. You want to knock your name out of his mouth. I get that.
Okay. What's up, Eric? What's up? Appreciate you. Yeah, and then that was a question, though. Can he get back to the top? I like I just said, the fact that he got far away from the Judgment Day. Maybe he need a new theme song. It's still giving a little bit Judgment Day vibes, though. But I like him on his own, and yeah, I think he could get back to that point. Even though he lost the World Heavyweight Championship, and now lost at WrestleMania against Drew, because Drew wasn't losing that for real. And you going after the United States Championship. I feel like you should keep going up, though.
Just because you ate a Claymore, just because Drew pinned you and beat you, don't put that on me.
And don't get me wrong, Damian Priest and LA Knight, I would like to see more of this, though.
BFT right here. I'm just
both of them need something different, in my opinion. He in
The way I
babyface
see it,
mode right now, so
this whole
it'll be
situation
interesting though.
is because you lost your
Yeah,
championship at WrestleMania.
he definitely in babyface mode.
I don't need any reminders, my man. Look, I lost my championship. I get it. I understand that. But guess what? As soon as I lost that championship, I said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to come back. I'm going to fight for the thing the very next week. And then I'm not out here right now wrestling for this championship because of you. I can't say it any clearer.
Okay.
This
Where
is
Jacob Fatu at, man?
all your frustration.
They going back and
They're
forth
your
though.
fault. Maybe if your head wasn't up your ass at Mania, you'd still be champion.
See, I thought Solo was gonna come down and interfere in the match, but he didn't. I thought LA Knight was gonna retain because of that, but Solo came out with him and just walked right, you know.
Keep talking like that. You ain't got to worry about where the head's up. You can worry about me putting my foot up yours.
Yeah,
All right. We could do this back and forth for a minute.
I know, right? And they just going back and forth.
Tonight. Yeah. I don't see why we should wait.
Let's get a ref out here.
They should wait. So what are you saying? I'm saying we get a referee down here and we do this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a referee out here.
Wait, I don't want to wait. Do you want to wait? No.
We ain't gotta wait. We gonna get it on next, man.
Please.
And we gonna get it on next. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, appreciate you, the Joker, my guy, man. Yeah. Damian Priest definitely in babyface mode. I mean, you know, and that's cool. You know, that's cool that he's in babyface mode. I definitely like the story. I don't want to say the story, but really the attitude that Damian Priest had. I want to say I don't remember when it was though. Shit, like I don't remember when it was though. But when Damian Priest went up against Gunther, and Gunther was like he was shook and everything, and you know. Them promos that Damian Priest was having up against Gunther, you know, showing this, you know, like I'm a loner, but I'm gonna whoop your ass type. You know, I was like, okay, Priest. You know, even the promos I think he was having with Jacob for a minute, which I thought they was gonna do a program with, but they're eventually not doing though. But I appreciate you guys, man, liking it live, man. Appreciate you guys liking it live. You guys tuning in, man. I'm live on YouTube too, so if you guys see me going back and forth. YouTube here on Twitch. I'm also live on TikTok, so appreciate everyone definitely tapping in, man. We chatting wrestling, watching Friday Night SmackDown.
McIntyre and Damian Priest.
I'll tell you right now, Joe, coming off high-profile losses like that,
I think this match is definitely going to end in disqualification, though, because Damian Priest just got up and Solo and Jacob Fatu face, though. Jacob ain't rocking like that. Jacob is not rocking like that. Jacob is gonna come and get his revenge. I'm telling you. Yo, what's goody? What's goody? Y'all don't mind my little books and everything like that. I need a little mic stand. You know, for everybody watching on TikTok, man, don't mind my book stand and everything like that. You know, they get the job done.
You cannot let that dictate the rest of your 2025. Get back to winning ways in a hurry.
Man, I hope they bring back the spinner belt. I swear, I never understood the hate. Okay, well, one question though. What year did you start watching wrestling? And I guess that will lead on to, you know, my explanation, you know. But if you were from, you know, maybe, I guess where I'm from, the hood, or I ain't gonna say the hood, but if you're from certain places, and in the early 2000s, man, the spinners on the cars, that was the shit. Like, I mean, like, you turn on every music video or 106 in Park. Yeah, I'm showing my age here. Started watching in 2010, my guy. Like, yeah, I think that really explains it. Like, in 2010, like, just about, yeah, that was like around that time in the 2000s, in the mid 2000s, or whatever. Everybody had, spinner cars. They had the spinners on they belts or whatever like that. That was the fashion. That was the thing going on back in the days, man. And John Cena, obviously, his thugonomics character, and him rapping and him showing homage and love to I don't know about love, but just doing that little, hip hop thing. He put the spinner, jump on the WWE championship, and a lot of people, went crazy about it because it was like, man, really, he's not, he can't be serious. He taking this for a joke though, and for a long time, man, the WWE championship was like that. From what, maybe 2006 all the way up until 2013. So yeah, it was for a while, man. And me personally, my guy, like, I didn't really have a big problem with it because, like I said, like, it looked cool, it was cool. But I mean, I don't know. I would like to see a new design of the belt without, and then I understand what they do. I understand what they do and how they do it and what for. But did he just miss that? I think he was supposed to close him. Like, clearly missed it. Oh, 1, 2. Go. But yeah, like, I would like to see a design of a belt where it's like the big W is not in the middle, which we got Fraxium versus Pretty Deadly tonight. Let me get back to my point. Hopefully I don't forget about it. Aleister Black, obviously, taking on the Miz. And Randy Orton, of course. Yeah, I get the whole branding of putting the big W on the belt, and everybody sees the W, and, oh, that's WWE. Like, I would like to see a cool version of the belt where it's a little bit more creative and doesn't really have the big W in the middle, which I understand it, I get it, but hey, I don't know about the spinner belt coming back, man. Like, I know they did the little thing, had the Wing Eagle title when Cody Rhodes was going up against neck breaker. Cody Rhodes was going up against Kevin Owens. Oh, he kicked out at 1.
Gets rid of him. Damien Priest antagonized further by that confrontation, I should say, with Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa as he entered the building here. It was like lighting the fuse, and I think the word
was goody. Man, I had my lights on in the background, my LED lights, but my cat, he came in here and wanted to get up under the table and start chewing on the cord, so that's why you guys don't see the lights on in the back, man. Oh, I was digging the lights and everything.
Priest looks like he's hurting, still clearly not quite.
Damien caught him.
And this is danger moments for LA here. Looking for the south to happen. Instead, comes roaring.
2.
Barely gets up from night. That's how dangerous Damien Priest is. You see him sucking on oxygen. He's moving a little gingerly. He's clearly in agony, but he's so big, so strong. One shot.
He's so big. He's so strong. And Damien Priest put LA Knight down. Like, come on. But no. Real quick, I do want to say though, while this match continues, Damien Priest looking for the Razor's Edge. Oh, DDT by LA Knight.
Both men can well do with a week off to recover at this point, but coming off the back of losses, you don't want to take a week
Who
off.
game is it? With everybody saying Yeah. The jumping elbow drop. 2. Another commercial break. But we get to see this match in its entirety. So hey, we cool. What I'm about to say, man, shout out to Joe Tessitore, man. There been a lot of guys who came in WWE as far as ring announcing and commentary, and a lot of these guys did not last, man, because they really didn't have the love for the business and they didn't really, know the business at all, man. You seen guys come in. I remember, like, I guess that was a guy named, not Mike. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Mike Rome. I don't think I'm saying his name right, but I think he did like football or baseball, some type of sport back in the days, man. And he didn't do good at all. It was another guy, the Irish guy who was on Monday Night Raw for a little while. I think it was Kevin Patrick. Yes, that was his name, Kevin Patrick. And I was like, man, I don't know, something about him. I don't really. And then he was making mistakes sometimes. So, yeah, Kevin Patrick won all that. But Joe Tessitore is a guy who called Monday Night Football games, man, and the NFL, all that. So, for him, even Mauro Ranallo, man, if Mauro Ranallo could have really stayed down and had a wonderful career in WWE, but obviously been on the road, the depression, everything, he worked out better in NXT than anything. He worked out way better than NXT. But when it was on the road and going on SmackDown, like it didn't work out. So hopefully Joe Tessitore can make it work for him, man. And I wondered if he ever thought about coming back and just calling a match here and there. Man, I don't mind seeing CM. You don't mind seeing CM Punk versus LA Knight. That's what you meant. CM Punk versus LA Knight. Hey, that's a promo battle right there. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah. There's been a couple of pipe bombs dropped in that, though. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
All this stems from the action that happened a week ago.
Yeah, seeing. I got you. Back and forth. Oh. Yeah.
For LA Knight,
oh.
Get his championship back.
All the problem of having so many championship caliber athletes and not enough championships to go around.
Oh, double clothesline. Both men are down. Yeah, it was goody. Appreciate everybody tapping in.
This is awesome chant has started here in Des Moines, Iowa. As LA Knight and Damian Priest moments ago, the double clothesline. These guys have given everything they can. They have been heated after what happened a week ago when LA Knight claims Damian Priest for the DQ loss and Drew McIntyre into the #1 spot. And now Knight's got Priest up top.
Hey, put your feet right there. Nah, don't put your feet right there. Everybody don't want to see your little toes. See your little toes. Hey, man. I know he is tired. Went outside on playground. Was out on the playground for a couple of hours. Then all the little kids, then the other little neighbors that came down and started playing. Then the kids from the community center came over to the playground. It was about a good 15 of them, boys and girls. Man, at that point, he was like, yeah, I think I'm ready to go. He kept sitting down. He was like, oh, there's so much going on. It's like, man, bring him back inside, man. Give him a shower. Let him eat something. He out for the night. Out for the count. Yeah.
This was a 3 count. 2.99, no less than that, but somehow the megastar still taking.
I mean, LA Knight really needs this match, though. I think Damian Priest could afford the loss. You know, if this goes that way.
He's looking for.
Uh, oh, come on.
In return, the megastar with the megaplex. And I do think
Big old suplex off the top.
he perhaps over-rotated the shoulders of Damian Priest.
Do you see John Cena taking the title and retiring with it? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to see that, but I was hearing rumors he could possibly do that. You know, just retire with the title or whatever.
Priest out to the floor.
These two men, their bodies, their joints must feel like jelly at this point, trying to maintain any control.
Oh.
With that, but Priest moving out the way.
Face first on the apron.
Bouncing forehead first off the hardest part of the ring.
Yeah, I would like to see him lose it to someone, man.
Back inside and put this man to bed. If you
Oh, I knew it. I knew it was going to end in the DQ.
The bell rings as this
I can see Solo getting added to this fatal four-way or to this United States Championship picture. Which we, eventually thought that was live at WrestleMania, but it didn't. It didn't.
too much trash to Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu on his entrance to the arena a few minutes ago in Bracing.
but now he's all over the megastar as well, Wade.
Well, I'll take a chunk of flesh out of whoever I can get it if I'm Solo Sikoa. This is statement time.
He's lining up the Samoan spike. Solo Sikoa in the midst of what was a sensational match between Knight and Priest as he's going to deliver the spike to
You gonna do the Samoan spike or what?
No!
Oh.
The massive right hand.
BFT.
They're back on their feet, and Solo better watch out. After they gave so much.
It was a matchup between Drew McIntyre and LA Knight, and that came into a DQ. LA Knight and Damian coming to a DQ. We did Drew and Priest already. Drew actually won that one.
Solo Sikoa's made a major faux pas here. He's about to get a Drew McIntyre.
Hey, there goes my man Jacob. Oh,
Out of nowhere.
yada I mean.
Once again, saving Solo Sikoa.
Oh,
But don't speak too soon, knowing the perpetual motion machine LA Knight is around.
that was a weird camera change in the middle of Samoan drop, but okay.
Most violent, vicious of all. He is completely on the chain.
Oh, God, he's got to look at his own.
Oh no! Running hip attack.
Oh,
He just moved the thing about 2 feet, and Priest's head just came right into the side.
Between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, a major message has just been sent to anybody who may have eyes on that United States Championship of Jacob Fatu. Where Fatu and Solo Sikoa go, carnage will swiftly follow.
Jacob Fatu.
okay, Jacob.
It just comes with so much terror for anybody close to contention. This man is violent. This man is vicious.
The banger of a match. What should have been our main event was just our opener, and our card is up in the air now, Jim.
Of course, last week, the whole world was buzzing with what we had for the main event. The TLC thriller.
Man, that TLC match last week was off the chain.
Division headlines. It was the debut of Fraxium.
What a debut it was. Let's take you back. Fraxium wowing us with speed, acceleration, and a on the way to victory over Los Cars and the former NXT Tag Champs, moving on in style as they announce themselves as major players here on the blue brand. Now let's head over to our correspondent, Byron Saxton.
Joe, Wade, thank you guys so much. Right now, standing by with the team that made their successful debut last week here on Friday Night SmackDown. Frazier and Axiom, otherwise, another chance to go out there and show out. But this time,
All right, I'm gonna have to go lay my little man down when we get this commercial break come in.
tag team division upside down. And on Friday Night SmackDown, we plan
That's
on
what
doing
she
the
can
exact
come
same
in
thing.
and come do it.
Amigo here. I mean, did you see that TLC match last week? It was bonkers, right? That's exactly what we're so excited to be here in SmackDown. This is the best tag division in the entire planet. Oh, on that note, I do have to ask.
Yes, boys, coming through. Yes, boys, yes, boys. Excuse us, Byron. Lead on. And if you're wondering, Byron, it is the purple. Yes, get it out of here, out of everybody's sight. Thank you. But it's good to see you, Fraxium. And it's good you want to compete against the best because SmackDown is home of the best and hungriest tag team division. Speaking of hungry,
Come here.
tasty debut last week. Very tasty. Don't forget who the two tastiest snacks are around. But I will admit, I'm enjoying having some extra Europe.
That way I don't have to move.
It's really nice. It must be nice for you guys, right? It's new, it's exciting, and everybody loves you, and that's great. That's great.
Come on, man. If they don't get Pretty Daily a chance, man, I mean, like, come on. Fraxium is definitely gonna come in, and I know they're gonna get a lot of probably a big
How
opportunity.
good you guys are, but more importantly, we know how good we are. But wait, just remember, we thought that, but then we were thinking, wait, do we know if they're any good? They did something, we're not wrestling them, and we don't know if they're any good. And sometimes, so then we spoke.
Yeah, John Cena losing him, man. I feel like, man, he could really, man, like have a really great matchup. You got so many guys, man. You got Bronson Reed. You got Jacob Font. You got so many guys. I feel like that could defeat John Cena, who won his 17th championship and on his way out of retirement. You know, you can go on like where I came from. Kurt Angle, he used to. I know a lot of people probably hated it though, but Kurt Angle went around and talked about, no, it wasn't Kurt Angle. It was Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho? No, Kurt. Which one? Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho. Yeah, it was Chris Jericho. I beat The Rock and Stone Cold in the same damn night. You feel me? Like, you can literally go, look at Brock Lesnar. When Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. Every time Paul Heyman had a microphone, he had to remind everybody that Brock Lesnar was the one in 21 and 1 or whatever it was at that point. So I feel like, man, it could be someone on the main roster that could really, really use it, you know? I feel like our truth would join The Rock and Travis Scott to cause Randy Orton. What? What am I reading here? What? Our truth? Why? Because his childhood hero turned on him? That's the only thing I can really think of, right? That his childhood hero turned on him, that he's going to join Travis Scott and The Rock. You know, to cause Randy Orton honest. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that one, my guy. What's goody? What's goody? Michael Bisping? Bisping? I'm not too sure who that is in the front row. Okay. Hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate you for tapping in over on Twitch. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm not even too sure who that is, though. UFC fighter. Okay. All right. Dan, Des Moines, Iowa tonight, right? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. UFC fighter. Front row. I'm pretty sure every time they on Netflix is always gonna talk about how many people in the audience and stuff like that. You know, so yeah, that's what's up. Is he good? Is he at least good? I hope he good though, at least. Exactly. Yeah, is he at least good though? You know, shit, he probably ain't even. I don't even know if he is or isn't though. But I know, since they are, Netflix internationally, Netflix be paying some of these actors to show up in town just to promote their show actually. So it's all cool and dandy. But Gabe, appreciate you, Gabe, on Twitch, man. Definitely. Yeah, Pretty Deadly taking on Fraxium. Fraxium, man, been hot. They lost the tag team titles at Stand and Deliver against Hank and Tank, which they sort of got on a roll leading up to Stand and Deliver. But yeah, Fraxium, I remember, Fraxium, everybody, well, at least Axiom being a kid from NXT UK. And, just switched up the characters, had to put on a mask, and I think they've been working ever since. They've been teaming up. Either one is, doing their own thing, the other one kind of like doing their own thing, but they, teaming up. And I say SmackDown got they got way better tag team division than Monday Night Raw. It's just, you got the New Day. Who else? The War Raiders, A-Town Down, if you want to count them in. Not really too much. Even the Judgment Day, but the Judgment Day ain't really doing enough, especially Finn Balor and JD, because JD just got back from injury.
Into a dome in LA. What a magnificent spot. It'll be home to Money in the Bank, and you can non-stop excitement.
SmackDown tag team division
with
much
On
better.
Location, the official fan hospitality partner of WWE. Unrivaled access, the unmatched service, unforgettable experiences. Find your package at onlocationexp.com/WWE. Wade Barrett, look who's here. Michael Bisping.
Hey man, how you knew that, man? You peeped them out. You had to peep them out, my guy. Gabe over on Twitch. It's like, yo, that's Michael Gisman right there. And they wind up showing them right when they came back from the commercial break.
Talking about tough Englishmen, yes, boys, Pretty Deadly in action right now.
Far more aggressive in the ring version we've seen that they paid off. Number one contenders match.
We're watching some Michael Bisping.
How did you think of WrestleMania main event night 2? Man, I made a video. I made a little clip. We did the podcast this, Wednesday? Me and my guy Warren, and we were just talking about that. Like, I didn't really have anybody, no dog in the fight between John Cena and Cody Rhodes. I was just actually there because it was WrestleMania, and obviously I'm a watch. But John Cena obviously winning. My thing was that obviously The Rock. Let me take that. The Rock, was featuring himself into a couple of things, and not only that, before WrestleMania, you had Elimination Chamber, and they did Elimination Chamber, and of course, we get, the whole Sell Your Soul thing, and, John Cena did what he did, and leading up to that, we didn't see none of The Rock appear with John Cena in any other promos, and it was like, okay, cool, bet. We're definitely going to see him at WrestleMania, and then it was like, okay, you got Travis Scott, okay, bet, here comes, The Rock, definitely. And no Rock. And then, as I said in the video, it was just strange that, the night after, the Raw after Mania, the next day, on that Tuesday, here come Rocky on Pat McAfee show talking about, oh yeah, Ari called me, yeah, man, they were a little slow on tickets, yeah, so I was there, and and I wasn't needed in the story. The story needed to be, like, come on, Rocky, like, you it was just weird. Like, yeah, we want to put more focus on the John situation, and I get that, but it was like, okay, John, why did
Yeah, and it's always
I mean, not John, but okay, Rock, but why did The Rock? Why did John sell his soul to you, Rock, and then say that I'm not needed into the situation, I'm not needed into the story, unless it's just long gaming, unless it's just like, okay, we just gonna fool him and play around with him. It's bullshit if you ask me. You know, like, but to answer your question, it's all right. I ain't like the finish though. I did not like the finish. It was cool that John Cena was moving all slow. I'm cool with that, you know, real methodical, you know, just taking his time and all that. But the finish, it was blame. At least the main event, night 2, main event.
Talk about the speed, the pace, the athleticism of Fraxium, but sometimes there's no power advantage that PD had. Although the quickness and maneuverability there was telling for Fraxium.
TDT. And now all 4 men in the ring. And look at the pace that they pick up here as Axiom comes in.
PD have never faced anything quite like these two, and they simply have no defense for it.
Oh.
Dive train, time and again. To the barrier goes Prince.
Another suicide dive.
And
Killed Wilson.
Wilson
Was about to fly in the front row.
It is this UK Spanish alliance of Fraxium that now has.
It really is though. All 4 of these guys was in NXT UK.
Former star soccer player had a college scholarship. The Tennessee Wesleyan played 4 years of NCAA soccer. While he was doing that, he was training for pro wrestling on the side. He was on the indie circuit, side by side. In fact, here in Iowa at Seth Rollins' Black and Brave Wrestling Academy in Davenport.
Yeah. We all know Nathan Frazier was trained by Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. See freaking Rollins.
Technician of the two. Oh, no slouch inside. But once again, the power game of Elton Prince is telling them.
He catches it on the cross body attempt and now throws it down to the feet of Kit Wilson. And the clothesline from Elton. Wade, what a momentum swing by Pretty Deadly.
I think the only reason why Pretty Deadly haven't been tag team champions, it gotta be because they've been one of them was injured for a little while. But I think Pretty Deadly can be a really obnoxious. Oh, I'm saying that right. Obnoxious heel tag team. Like, you know, especially with, you know, WWE being, you know, obviously internationally, obviously Netflix. They could go with this Pretty Deadly musical thing, man, and, you know, ignore people, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna eventually get over. So I think it would be awesome, man. And Fraxium, I mean, like, they are a unique tag team. I mean, really athletic. Got a whole lot of potential in these guys. I think that's an understatement when they were just tag team champions at NXT for a while. Appreciate you guys liking the live. Appreciate it. Yes. Live also on YouTube, guys. So you see me look straight, obviously. We live on YouTube and Twitch as well. But yeah, I see Fraxium being a dominating tag team, obviously. And the only way I can see them going is You know, Axiom had enough of Nathan Frazier and wearing the mask, and he thought it was too many luchadors coming up, and he didn't want to be involved in that, and he decided to take off the mask and turn on Nathan Frazier. That's the only way I can see them as a tag team. Because they can run for a while, especially on the main roster. If you don't watch NXT, if you haven't really seen these guys, they could really be phenomenal, which they are. You know.
Feels like he has everything running through.
And then you had Fraxium to this whole tremendous tag team division on SmackDown with you know, Pretty Deadly, you know, and other tag teams, man. Like, let's get with it. Let's get with it.
At times here from Pretty Deadly, and it's just not worked as effectively as they game plan.
Nah, I don't think so. You said I got 4 people. He said you got 4 people. I don't think they're gonna copyright you. I appreciate you tapping into the live chat. Nah, I'm doing the lives Mondays and Fridays. I don't really get no copyrights, man. As long as I don't show the junk. And yeah, my TikTok was suspended for about a week. Cause what was that? Royal Rumble? Yeah, I was up here showing the Royal Rumble and shit. So I was like, damn, you know. Post all my content on this page, so I can't do that. So can't do that. Definitely not on YouTube. Don't keep freezing on me.
Guy is simply too fast to be legal.
He is an absolute vapor trail.
Mm.
Action.
Oh, it was a DDT and a reverse DDT. 1, 2. What happened? He didn't even kick out. He didn't even kick out. Why the ref didn't count the 3? Oh, that's bull. That's bull. He was supposed to kick out. They didn't they had a nerve to show the replay on this one too. 1. I was about to say, don't cut it. Like, he was supposed to kick out.
Who looks in an absolutely terrible state. And Nathan Fraser here, it might be like taking candy from a baby because Elton Prince looks like a beaten man.
Just look at his face.
Well, I'll give you something. This is a bit of an experience here from Nathan Fraser, taking an opponent up in his own tag corner, which is essentially giving a free tag here to Kit Wilson.
Now off to the floor. And now here comes Kit Wilson.
Fraser didn't see the tag.
He
was
did
so
not.
Focused on attacking Elton.
Oh, so that power bomb. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know what. Why the ref didn't count to 3.
It's a mistake. Nathan Fraser really needs to learn from there, and you won't get many chances like that here at SmackDown.
Well, at least his partner was even supposed to come in and save it and break it up.
Right hand comes in from Kit Wilson.
And Wilson might have to win this one on his own if he's going to be successful here. I think Elton Prince is down for the count at this point.
I think A-Kid was supposed to break that up, or either what was it, Kit Wilson? I can't even think of the other guy name. One of them either was supposed to kick out, or the pin was supposed to even get broken up. That's why the referee didn't count the 3. Because he didn't kick out. Oh, Spanish Fly.
This did the damage last week, Joe.
Meanwhile,
450. Phoenix Splash. 1, 2, 3. I guess, I mean, you know, Fraction can't have no adversity now. They on the road. But I would like to see Pretty Deadly win that.
2 weeks in a row now. Big W's against top tier contenders.
I would like to see him win that.
With his Phoenix Splash from Nathan Fraser. 2 weeks in a row, it's done the damage. And that could be the key to Fraction one day winning gold here on the Blue Brand.
and they are making a big statement early on in what is a richly talented and proven tag team division. Big win for Fraxium.
You know, after watching the Street Profits win that TLC match last week, it's really brought some inspiration. And I would love if Legion and myself
They ain't doing nothing, so they just put them two together.
And we know that you just gave some time off to.
Cause for real, B Fab is just hanging on by
That when they come back,
a thin hair. She just hanging on.
honored to be on top of it.
Just a couple of paper tigers and I hear dictator. Not in chat. Chasey, you think about that.
Oh, condolences for your loss.
No, you look good covering all black and else.
Nicholas, last week was rigged, hijacked by the deep state of jealous women in the locker room, led by none other than crooked Selena Vega.
Chelsea, the numbers don't lie.
No black though.
3. So that's the number I care.
Textbook collusion is what that is. We are talking about the United States Championship, Nicholas. You're not even from
United States Championship, Nicholas.
It's for me. She's an American hero.
Patrick, what's going on? Appreciate you tapping into the live. Appreciate everybody tapping
Well,
in,
good luck with
man.
that. I never showed you.
Appreciate it.
Unless there's something else.
What if I told you I won't take you to the Supreme Court and instead you will give me the recount that I deserve?
I think you mean a rematch, and that's something we can certainly talk about, just not tonight, because tonight, Selena Vega is going one-on-one with Piper Niven.
What?
Yeah.
She said, "What?"
And hey, Piper's successful. She'll be first in line for a title shot, and then maybe she could be U.S. champion, and then maybe you could be her secret her.
What?
She had the nerve to pass out. Oh, now you jacks, boy.
Return a week ago.
Fine ass woman.
And seen her since.
Me, I'm him. You mean Kim? Oh, me, him. Oh,
I'm him.
oh, champ. I am him. You need a Snickers.
Yeah. I was good. It was good. It was good. Yeah. But yeah, WrestleMania is in the books, man. And of course, we got Backlash. Backlash is coming up. What is it? Next Saturday? Next Saturday we got Backlash. John Cena taking on Randy Orton. More than likely for one last final time. Who you guys think gonna win? I mean, obviously John Cena's gonna win. You know, the one person that I haven't heard from a while though right now, it's Cody Rhodes. Where's Cody Rhodes at? You know, I understand last week he got the vacation, unless they gave him like a 2-week vacation. Because, I mean, like, if any person really deserve it, it's Cody Rhodes, man. My man stay out there all night long after the show is over with. His song done repeated probably like 10 times. Giving up, you know, autographs, you know, handshakes to little babies, everything like so. Definitely deserve it, man. Not saying other guys don't deserve it or other ladies don't, but yeah, man, Cody Rhodes. I really want to know what he thinks in this situation because right before WrestleMania, I mentioned that it was a promo segment we had with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, and I thought that was really interesting because we've been waiting for Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes to do their thing, in which we thought we was going to get that in the championship run between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, or at least Cody Rhodes though. But yeah, we didn't get that. We didn't get that at all, man. No Cody Rhodes, no, you know. But it's not say that not still to come. But you know, like I want to know what Cody thinks in this situation. You know, we know The Rock talked about how he want Cody Rhodes to go heel and everything like that. But yeah, no Cody though, no Cody. But eventually, you know, John Cena is gonna win by hook, crook, or whatever. John Cena is definitely gonna win that one. Becky Lynch, I feel like she's gonna win. The early predictions, this right here, Becky defeating Becky defeating Lava Valkyria for the Intercontinental Championship. I do. From who? When? Okay. Right now? Hmm.
Man, I can't believe we're just 8 days away from being there in St. Louis.
I'm not telling him. Why don't you just push it through right there?
Backlash with odd locations.
How far away is she?
Official fan hospitality partner. Unrivaled access, unmatched service,
Okay.
unforgettable experience.
She said what?
You can find your package for Backlash at our location,
Okay.
PXP.com/WWE. And of course, there in St. Louis,
Huh?
the continued next chapter written in the long.
You can't you? Why don't you just pull the chair right there so you can get in? I'll go downstairs, I guess. No, I'm not sure though, but I'm doing something, but I'll go down there. No, because you told me she said come downstairs, right? Yeah, but when she is here. Oh. Hmm. Won't you just ride in this? Yep. I just go. I go. I'm going. I'm going downstairs. Yeah. I'm going downstairs though. I catch whatever I miss coming back. You what?
I just sit right here and watch it until you laugh.
You really gonna do it?
Yeah.
You can talk to everybody.
I am the greatest superstar of this generation or any other. Cannot wait for that one. Backlash a week from tomorrow in St. Louis, Missouri. The hometown man, Randy Orton, looks to become a 15-time world champ against an almost 25-year rival, the record 17-time champ John Cena. And side note, we will be hearing from Randy Orton later on tonight, right here on SmackDown, regarding that match.
Yeah, I go. And I take care of the money. Michael. Yeah, I'm very sure I want you to go. But
Okay, you want me to get the chair. So that's
bruh, I can't, bruh, because if I do, like one of the guys, well, somebody just said that not too long ago too. Yo, appreciate that though. But yeah, I can't, man. I can't. You know, it's a watch along. I'm watching it with you, you know, and with everybody else. But you gotta turn it on though. I can't show it, man, on my side. You know, I had a violation on my. I did that with the Royal Rumble, the whole Royal Rumble, man. It was like 4 hours. And it was like, yeah, your channel or your page is getting restricted. So, yeah, if I could, I would. I tried it, you know. And those strikes by Naomi was too funny. Too funny. Word. Yo, let's try to keep
Thanks, guys. It sounds like you all miss me. Well, that was a warm welcoming, and I'm really happy I'm back.
I'm real happy I'm back.
Gone. And your champion, Tiffany Stratton, was running around here like a Barbie doll with her head cut off. I was at home getting refocused, regrouping, so I can come back here and take what is mine.
Okay, all right, Naya. We hear you.
The WWE Women's Championship.
It's Tiffy time.
Let me guess, Naya. You were gonna say that you're gonna annihilate me and then take my title. Newsflash! I'm not the same Tiffany Stratton that used to bully around anymore. Cashing in on you was the greatest thing I've ever done for my career, and I'll do it again. And then I went toe to toe with one of the greatest of all time, Charlotte Flair. Beat her. And if we ever lock up again, I'll beat you too.
Okay.
You offered me a rematch?
No.
Tiffy time. Tiffy time.
You should know. You should have been here. Around here, but I'm certainly not shying away from a fight. I defend my title against you anytime, any place, anywhere.
Hey, yo, you got your headphones? You got your headphones? Hello? Hey, what's up? Yeah. Okay, you feeling that? Okay, I'm about to come down. Okay. Give you 25 minutes for what?
5 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Who stood behind Bianca and let Jade walk all over. I took matters into my own hands. I took out Jade and I took my championship. Jade may have ruined.
I figured they was gonna make this a triple threat between
But I am not done. Shut up. I am not
yeah. I got $100 right now. I got it in cash. The other 80, I can send it to her.
Onto a car? I'll push you under one.
Well, proceed with caution. May hit a little different right now. Look at that purpose.
Jay Cargill storming down. No, put it down. Yeah. That's it, right?
Well, it was Jay Cargill got jumped by Naomi last week during that match, and then subsequently, of course, Tiffany Stratton jumped by Nia Jax.
Say she's pulling up.
All out brawl. And now Tiffany and Jade circling each other.
Okay, ladies, let's settle down. If the four of you are so eager for a fight, then let's give Des Moines, Iowa a tag team match, right?
Nigga, I've just been the general manager all week long.
Jade Cargill and the champ Tiffany Stratton, and let's do it tonight.
Naomi and Nia against Jay Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. That's not bad. That's not bad. Tiffany retaining was the right thing to do. Most definitely. Most definitely. All right, you guys, man. About 5 minutes. 5 minutes. More like you about to take another commercial break. Gotta make a run real fast, and I'll be right back. Everybody watching on TikTok, man. Hold tight, man. Be back.
The truth is, you get four big personalities like we just had brawling in that ring. They're going to fight one way or another. May as well make it legal.
One of the biggest post-Mania surprises came a week ago. The return of a very dangerous, often mysterious and cryptic, capable superstar.
May you never forget that I am the Miz, and I am about to have a very bad night. Because look who arrived. It was the shocking return to SmackDown of one Aleister Black. But upon this vision, the audience's jaws dropped. And soon after that, the body of the Miz will do the same. A specialist Muay Thai kick, Black Mass. Give the devil his due.
Hey, you know what? I'm sick of people playing with your name, man. How's it gonna try to make a moment off a moment maker? Tonight, we gonna show them. You, me, and Dre. Dre. Dre and I are pillars in this industry. This is what I was talking about last week. Respect. 2 decades I built WWE with hard work and spotlight stealing performances. I've outlasted next big things, so-called flavors of the month, so-called legends, you name it. And he wanted his second chance. He targeted the right. Yeah. You targeted nobody, nobody talks. You target the Miz, everybody talks. Spotlights on you. But here's the thing, he didn't knock me out last week. He woke me up. He's not fighting for a spotlight. I'm fighting to remind everyone exactly who I am. There's a reason I lasted in a company that he only lasted 5 years in. Aleister Black wants to make a statement, but he's going to be a part of mine. Let's go.
Hear my music. Awesome!
I mean, Mello's with the 15-pound gold medallion Andre the Giant head.
You get successes in this game, Joe Tesh. You celebrate them. What a massive success that was for Mello.
Well, when The Miz is reminding us that he once defeated current undisputed champion John Cena in a WrestleMania main event, we get moments like this.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Carmelo Hayes, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in 221 pounds, The Miz!
Chance in front of The Miz. Coming up next against Aleister Black. Don't go anywhere.
What's up, WWE Universe? Guess what? SummerSlam, MetLife, 2 nights, and I will finally be holy. And nobody better try me.
WWE SummerSlam, a 2-night event at MetLife Stadium. 2-day combo tickets on sale now. Scan the code to get yours today.
We gotta turn up.
Yeah. All right. I'm back. All right, so what I missed, y'all? What's good with everybody tapping in? People liking it live, man. I ain't even right here though. What's goody? I'm gonna have to go through it though. Yeah. I don't even know what I missed. Carlos. Shout out to Carlos. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Carlos. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. I'm back at it. All right. Be back with it. All right. Before I left out, I know Nick Aldridge said we got a tag team matchup between Nia Jax, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and Jade Cargill. So it looks like coming up, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a women's championship matchup, either fatal 4-way, triple threat. I was thinking triple threat. More than likely, it'll be Jade Cargill, Naomi taking on Tiffy. But since Nia Jax is back, you know, we can do a fatal 4-way. You know.
They've announced that Crown Jewel's going to be in first. It'll headline on WWE.
Yeah, like, that's very interesting. Usually, Crown Jewel is in Saudi Arabia, but they're going to be in Perth.
SmackDown on the Monday Night Raw, Monday the 13th of October. And undisputed champion John Cena will be there in Perth. His final appearance in Australia. And you can register for tickets at WWE.com/WWE Australia 2025.
Okay. We got Miz out here. About to have his matchup with Aleister Black.
Huge resume of his career. And a loud complaint recently about being left off the WrestleMania cards. That was signed for a week ago. Incredible entrance and stunning return fan. We're about to experience again as we're all
You good trying to beg for mercy. Go ahead and time to run. Yeah. That's so cool that he kept his interest and everything. They just remixed this song, and he just literally came back like he left off though. Same interest and everything. Yeah. Wow.
for 63 days. Aleister Black has had an official WWE match. It was October of 2020. Life takes really curious paths. Of course, that Aleister Black has been on. Now comes with a concern.
Yeah, Aleister Black was released there, you know, so unexpectedly because he was put in a position. I can't even remember who he was going up against. You know, he was in a situation where it was like, okay, they about to push him, and he like they said, October 2020, man, the world was in shambles, bro. A lot of people got released that you didn't even think that would have been on your bingo list that get released.
Of Aleister Black, and top of the list for me is why.
Well, hopefully we can pick this train up where it left off at in 2020, maybe with Aleister Black.
Stand in the Miz's gigantic spotlight. He's targeting one of the biggest names with one of the biggest resumes, and remains to be seen if that is indeed the case. But it has woken up something inside of the Miz, who has his work cut out in Aleister Black's first match back.
Oh, he goes spinning. Of course, that black mass laid out the Miz a week ago. He is so dangerous as a striker with that spinning kick.
Well, once bitten, twice shy. If you're the Miz, that connects. It is game over this evening. Is acutely aware more than anyone just how dangerous this man is. Trying kicks of his own major faux pas against a Muay Thai expert like Aleister Black.
He's so capable. That kickboxing pedigree and Muay Thai, everything he's capable of doing. It's the Miz now all of a sudden gets on the attack.
You know, it's so weird, man. We got Rusev and Aleister Black in the same week. In the same week. Oh. And to be honest with you, The Miz is the best opponent you could probably have in a situation like this. Returning, you know, Miz gonna make you look like $1 million.
Andy Housen. And if Miz thought he was going to get away with a quick one this evening,
one thing I did used to hate, like when a lot of people come back or, you know, they make their debut, especially after the new 2K game that you gotta go in there and create them. Well, not really though. You could just go to the My Community creations and download them. Oh,
right through the top of the torso.
you'll be good with it.
Black is so skilled at this, he almost comes across as a Matrix-like performer. He's just a step.
But for real, Carmelo and Aleister Black, I wouldn't seeing that though.
Move so far, and Miz's mistake has been trying to match Aleister Black at his own game.
I wouldn't mind seeing them too.
Ability, he's accurate, he's powerful, he's fast.
He's been peppering the Miz with shots from impossible angles thus far.
Looks over at Carmelo, and with that one moment of hesitation,
Oh.
Miz takes advantage. Swinging Aleister Black's head right into the LED board on the apron. Tessitore and Wade Barrett here in Des Moines, Iowa. That was a great example moments ago, Wade, of staying focused. He was in such
Into the
control.
birdcage.
He was on point, and then one moment where Carmelo Hayes simply walks into the frame. He catches him in the corner of his eye, and just that hesitation opened up the door for the Miz.
Well, Miz has been yelling at Carmelo Hayes.
Oh boy, Aleister Black will fit really well into that whole United States Championship picture with Jacob Fatu, you know, Damian, Drew McIntyre. It's a couple of guys, man. I wouldn't mind seeing Aleister Black go one-on-one against Drew McIntyre. Aleister Black versus Drew McIntyre would be nice. Aleister Black versus Jacob Fatu. Some really great matches. Shit, I think what was it in 2020? Gunther was at that point I believe Gunther was in NXT UK. We don't think we never seen the Gunther versus Aleister Black. You know, pretty sure they probably wrestled internationally before they came to WWE.
If I was a returning superstar and I wanted to make a name for myself, I would target the weakest guy in the locker room. So I don't necessarily agree that Aleister Black is targeting The Miz because of his giant spotlight. The Miz is a future Hall of Famer. He's one of the best of his generation, regardless of what the audience may think of his
Regardless.
So Aleister Black targeting The Miz for a reason. I can't quite figure it out.
He's a two-time WWE champion, an 8-time Intercontinental champion, and the U.S. title multiple tag team championships. He's won 2 times. He's won the Money in the Bank. Black comes up and gets sent over onto the apron. Miz tears him down, and Black's head comes thundering down to the hard edge of the apron as Carmelo Hayes just sits back and admires the work.
Well, you don't see moves like that in Muay Thai, and this dirty tricks campaign of the Miz has been a massive difference maker this evening.
Carmelo working with the Miz is probably going to pay out big for him in the long run. Maybe not right now, but definitely in the long run.
Has just been on point.
He drives his lower back into the side of the apron and then rakes up near the eyes and pulls back on his face.
Risking disqualification there was the Miz, who is so experienced in the dark arts in this game. He knows exactly how far he can push before a referee is going to throw it out, and he really treaded that line there.
Axe handle. Double axe handle. Real old school by the Miz.
For the Miz here against Aleister Black, who returned to SmackDown a week ago and delivered a Black Mass spinning kick to the Miz. Now the Miz comes in against Black, who's in his first official WWE match since October of 2020.
Well, it has been an absolute masterclass by
Oh,
the Miz.
going for a skull crushing finale.
But too quick was Aleister Black, and the Miz
Oh,
has shown exactly
little
why
hard.
he is so special when he drops the posturing, drops the clowning around, because he has effectively neutralized somebody who was mowing him down in the early goings in this one.
Oh,
It's a huge thing.
I guess Miz thought he was a cruiserweight for a minute.
Tremendous reactionary strike there from Aleister Black, who didn't get more than a split-second notice that the Miz was darting at him.
The Miz thought he was a cruiserweight, jumping off the steel steps like that. Must forgot who was in the ring wrestling. Don't get me wrong, the Miz is future Hall of Fame, a legend in his own right. Definitely a legend, man.
That right hand and then sweeps the leg, and look at the speed and the offensive personal attack of Aleister Black.
Saw a strike to the liver in there at one point.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Two.
The Miz has been completely debilitated by various body strikes there, all of them so precise. All Miz can do at this point is cover up and hope for the best.
Tickets available for Monday Night Raw in nearby Omaha, and we are only 8 days away from Backlash. Randy Orton, John Cena, we are going to hear from the Viper here tonight on SmackDown. Miz able to catch that knee.
Neck breaker up. Nope. DDT.
Before delivering the DDT. And Miz, he hooks the leg himself, looking for the win before that left shoulder gets up.
And once again, it's the dirty tricks of the Miz that keep getting him back on top in this one. About as deep, dirty trick playbook as this industry has ever seen, and Carmelo Hayes is loving every second of his mentor, beating the hell out of Aleister Black.
Come on, Miz, don't give up now.
Words of encouragement, perhaps offering up a little bit of strategy and coaching. Oh, did you just look at the reaction by Aleister Black?
When you train with world champs in Muay Thai, kicking your chest, these are just bouncing off.
You got to get him with a black mask, and that's going to be it. Oh.
Spinning elbow.
To the jaw.
under that head and lifts up his potential victim. Oh, Carmelo Hayes gets up on the apron. And then thinks twice.
Roll him up.
And the kick out.
Black mask.
Black mass.
1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Aleister Black.
He's mysterious, he's intense, he's highly dangerous. Give the devil his due. And Carmelo Hayes, not this week, pal. Live to fight another day.
Does he want a piece of that?
Yes, he does. And I want to see it too.
Carmelo Hayes.
Which I feel like Melo gonna lose though. I think the Miz should get involved in it though.
Black mask was just delivered to the chin of the Miz. First win. Going back almost 5 years for Aleister Black.
What about Jacob Fatu? He's gonna be world champ one day. Michael, actually Richard. appreciate it. What about Jacob Fatu, man? Jacob Fatu definitely is gonna be world champion one day. Obviously he's in this mid-card run as United States champion. He's gonna do his thing for some time, which I feel like he's definitely gonna get betrayed by Solo Sikoa in this whole United States Championship run. And yeah, he's definitely going to the top, man. You know, Jacob Fatu was undeniable, but everybody know that WWE was positioning Solo Sikoa to sort of be that guy for a moment. So yeah, man, Jacob is definitely gonna be the man. Definitely. I can see Jacob Fatu either running SmackDown, and you got Braun Breaker over there running Monday Night Raw.
Tradition of lucha libre by losing to a clown payaso like El Grande America. Rey Mysterio himself picked you to take his place at WrestleMania, and you blew it. And now the self-appointed greatest luchador of all time is out of the picture. And this time, hopefully forever, someone's gonna have to take his place, and that person,
I'm cool with it being Santos Escobar, man.
been me. So, if you know what's best for you, you're gonna
Need to fall in line.
Mira, cállate.
Uh-oh.
Stay out of my business.
I like to see them bring Zilla in with a tag with him.
I trust
That's Solo.
and definitely
And
you, brother. If you have a problem,
okay.
I'll see you in the ring tonight. I'll make it happen.
Escobar taking on Ray Phoenix. Yeah. A whole lot of talk, man, about Zilla Fatu. If it's not Zilla Fatu, it's definitely someone else in that Fatu family, which I believe is either in reality or wrestling. I'm not sure, but yeah, definitely, man. Zilla Fatu, all of them is going to be something. Cause you know the Usos, they've been doing their thing since about 2010, maybe. And I definitely remember them being on the main roster with Tamina back in 2010. So they've been doing it for some while. I don't know how long the Usos got. You know, you could definitely see the new guard coming up, the new boys in town coming up. You know, you got Jacob, and you got Tama Tonga and Tamaloa when he comes back. So yeah, Zilla Fatu, I'm pretty sure is definitely gonna come up as well.
Back-to-back episodes.
Ooh, back-to-back episodes. I gotta catch the last episode before the next two. Is this the season finale?
Then tempers erupt with the man. To the semifinal.
This might be the hardest decision of the competition.
want to say goodbye to the review.
WWE LFG, Sunday, 8/7 Central, only on A&E.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Mr. Okada. Mr. Okada, cool. I'm watch old WWE matches. Shadow, definitely. Charlotte is entitled and old. I'm good, and you? Yo, Mr. Okada. Appreciate you coming in here. Don't hit me with no rainmaker, man. Yeah, said Charlotte is entitled. I mean, yeah, I don't want to say entitled. It's just that WWE has position Charlotte in a way to where it's like she's. I will say Charlotte will go down as one of the greatest women's champions. Now, as far as her just winding up in certain positions, like you guys saying, yeah, it is strange though. But man, Tiffany Stratton was definitely the obviously better choice to win the matchup at WrestleMania though. The four horsewomen are hogging spotlight. You got Sasha Banks over there on Mercedes. Four belt. My man, Taz said on AEW Dynamite, she was like, Miss 20. She dropped all 25 of her belts. She do got like a bunch of belts though. So you got Mercedes over there doing her thing. Charlotte, Becky, and Bailey's out right now. I really want to say they really hogging the spotlight. You got girls like Bianca who's doing their thing. Liv Morgan doing her thing. Nia Jackson, Naomi, obviously Bianca. If I didn't say Bianca already, like you got a couple of girls, doing their thing though. You miss Reed Flair, yeah. It's Triple H and Flair fought. Well, I ain't gonna go all the way there, man. Sure, Charlotte is a natural athlete, but no charisma. Yeah, she is. She is very athletic. She's very athletic. Probably not the best charisma or character to say the least, though. But hey, who fault is it? I don't know. I'm not gonna go there. I've seen maybe one or two matches from, Reed Flair. So. But for Charlotte to say, yo, man, that was my brother's dream, and to succeed at it, I think that's a wonderful, story right there. But how we, feel about her personally, we all know she's going through some shit, with the divorce with Andrade, and obviously Tiffany Stratton said what she said on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago, and Charlotte revealing all of it on the talk show. So it just made it much easier, I guess, to dive in, especially, on the road to WrestleMania. So yeah, man, I respect that. Hey, David Flair. It's the black sheep.
Because I was just under the kick or whatever.
I'm pretty sure I saw that, but didn't even know who the hell he was.
On the screen or anything like that. Every stage of my life, whether it's junior high, high school,
Yeah, that's what's up, though.
college, NFL.
It got people talking. Yeah, it did get people talking, man.
I told them all that I was going to be.
Shades of
I'm supposed to be
Matt and Edge
I'm supposed to
vibes.
be professional.
Oh man, Matt and Edge. Yeah, I think they was on an episode of Bite This, and then shit was going crazy. Yeah, when Lita had slept with Edge, she was with Matt Hardy, and it got all out around the locker room. Yeah, man, like shit like that though. When it's that real, man, and they could bring it to TV and to do some shit with it, like it goes back to look CM Punk, Seth Rollins, like how you just mentioned, just a bunch of stuff. Even Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. When it's an element of realism in it, it makes it 10 times better. Is she over here doing the Mercedes Monet dance? I think was she trying to be funny or something?
Luchador dispute in the locker room.
A luchador dispute though. Okay, Wade Bird. I was in middle school when it happened.
They're gonna go one-on-one later tonight, right here.
But with women, oh no.
So Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green.
Yeah, man. When there's an element of realism in that shit, man, it's just totally different. She remind me. You said you was in middle school. Remind me, you was in middle school when what happened again?
Accompanied by Chelsea Green and
Cause my guy Shadow, he said when the spinner belt out, it was 2010. I know he started in 2010. He started watching wrestling. That's what he said. I was like, yo, man, it's amazing to see a lot of people who still, get introduced. And I just like hearing other people's stories of how they got into wrestling. Yeah, when Matt and Edge, okay, you said you was in middle school. Yeah, I was too. Okay, you got to be around the age I am. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, that Matt and Edge shit was wild. Especially when they had the TLC match, Loser League Monday Night Raw. And I think the Money in the Bank briefcase was on the line. Edge put his Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. That shit was crazy, man. Those guys went crazy.
As there she is in full-on grief-stricken funeral mourning clothing, as she says, to grieve the loss of her U.S. championship. I'll give you a little more on that in a moment, but how quickly things can change. For months, it was Piper escorting out.
I watched wrestling in 2004 after Attitude Era ended. Okay, so you came in 2004 after the Attitude Era ended. Okay. Who your favorite wrestler? Well, I guess then and now, I guess. I realized that wrestling was predetermined, even though I was naive.
Being stretched out by Zelina Vega. It'll be interesting to see the.
Okay, I realized wrestling was predetermined, even though I was naive. Naive to believe it, that it was predetermined? So what happened when you found out that it was, though? Richard started back in the 90s. Was best era. And you know what? That's a good debate, man, that we have a lot on the podcast, man. What era is best? And I gotta say, man, we gotta be mature enough, even if you grew or the Attitude Era, which a lot of people was like, yo, man, the Attitude Era is the greatest era of all time. And maybe it was, you had WCW, you had WWF, you had all this great, Crash TV and shit like that. But if you're my age, going on 35 and you've been watching wrestling for a long time, and you have to be mature enough to realize, the Attitude Era was good, but it wasn't the best era, like for real.
Earlier tonight.
The comments is going a little bit too fast. The Rock and Eddie, R.I.P. I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, but definitely R.I.P. to Eddie. He started back in the 90s. 90s was the best. When the internet was popular. And Goldberg, too. And Goldberg, still wondering when he's going to have his final match. I was there when it happened.
That's right from Chelsea's mouth.
I was there when Cena was hated. Yeah, me too. I respected the Attitude Era, but it's not perfect. No, the Attitude is not perfect. You can sit right here if you have kids or whatever. You can sit, you can put on wrestling, you can watch it with them. But trust and believe it, man. That Attitude Era shit, bro. Oh my goodness. No, I don't even know how I was watching it as a kid. Stacy Keibler getting into the ring, short mini skirts with thongs on all the time. Stone Cold coming out there, putting middle fingers up and whipping your ass, and you got Kane out there tombstone. 2003 to be exact. Kane out there putting the car battery on Shane McMahon testicles and electrocuting them. I was yo, bro. Yeah. Attitude Era was a different era, man. Different era. What? Please don't start that. I remember Braun panty matches. Oh my goodness. We got people in the chat, man. They're around my age. 2002, 2004, 2002 to 2003 Raw was wild, especially in 2003. That whole Kane, Kane shit, when Kane got unmasked, when he unmasked himself, man, oh man, that shit was wild.
Look at the beating that Vega continues to take.
Yeah, bra and panty matches though. I think the only bra and panty matches that I did like with all the ones with Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus was the best.
Fire comes in and just gives her a right hand right across the chin.
Nah, Ruthless Aggression era was definitely fun though. Ruthless Aggression era was definitely fun. You know, you had John Cena, and I think one of you guys just mentioned that you guys were there through the hate of John Cena. I remember that hate of John Cena, which I didn't understand it until, late, maybe I want to say 2011 or 2012. I was like, yo, why people hate John Cena? I was like, man, he only had 5 moves, and and I guess when you like them, you just like a fan of his. I think you just really you didn't pay attention to that. You just turned a blind eye to all of that shit and was like, yo, you can't see me and basically some shit like that. My We're Wild Kids. We almost got away with it. My teacher hated us. We watched it wrestling. Definitely. RKO was cool. I mean, yeah, Randy Orton, man. Randy Orton. Oh, now Randy Orton. That's when Randy Orton became a menace. He was dangerous. I'm going to handcuff you to the rope, kiss your wife, and RKO you, and punt. What, did he punt her? Did he punt her and then kissed her? I would just remember that promo. He was like, I'll RKO you, made you watch, kissed your wife, and he said something, sealed it with a kiss or whatever. Like, I was like, yo, Randy Orton is something else. Something else. Looking back now, Hulk Hogan family are cringe. Well, let me tell you something, brother. What you gonna do? Yeah. I'm a big Hulk Hogan fan, though. I wasn't the big Hulk Hogan guy. I'm 20. I'm 2004 to 2007 RKO. Not a bad RKO. I know 05 he took on The Undertaker at WrestleMania, which was a good match. 06 he took on he was in a triple threat with Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle. 07 I know he was in the Money in the Bank. 08 he was in the championship match. Yeah, man, Randy Orton, man, has some real good shit. Undertaker is the GOAT. The GOAT. Yeah, he's the GOAT. He is. Shit, I was asking because they got this LFG show. And if I could choose who my pro would be, I probably would pick Booker T. I don't know. I would choose The Undertaker. But I feel like that would be the popular reason. It's like almost like you ever was in high school, right? And it's this popular girl that look good and everybody likes her. Everybody. So you don't like her because everybody like her. So it's like, everybody, Undertaker will be the popular vote that everybody would choose to be his mentor. And you're going to get some wild shit. You're going to get some GOAT shit from the Undertaker. Like, that's the Undertaker. But since, everybody, I'm going to go to Booker T. And not saying none of the other, legends on the show is not GOATs though, but yeah, I think I'm going to go with Booker. But yeah, shout out to the GOAT, the Undertaker. He had some best matches, definitely. Ruthless Aggression was PC culture was on the rise. Hey, facts, man.
Chelsea is so unwilling when we're trying to do our job.
I think we should have got Chelsea Green on the tree for this one. Honestly, that's a discussion for another day. We take
I hope Piper Niven didn't crack her ribs though during that senton. Cause that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Oh man. Come on. You live? That's what's up. You dope for that. Booker T was cool. Okay. I'm a WCW kid. Man, I got put on WCW by my cousin, man. That was my cousin was almost a part of the reason why I started like the wrestling. He always had the WCW video games, and I knew of like Goldberg, Sting, all the big guys though. Even Booker T. You know, yeah, WCW was cool, man. I think WWF Attitude was overrated. They took ECW. Hey, that's a valid point. I heard many conversations about how the WWF stole ECW's theme because once you had the Attitude, you had hardcore matches, you had a whole bunch of shit. So ECW was doing that at first, and of course WWE took it, and they were on a bigger stage, so they got away with it. And then of course, WWE wound up buying ECW, so I guess it all played out. I guess ECW on TNT was the worst. Man, I used to watch Monday Night Raw on TNT, TNN, not TNT, TNN. I remember that TNN was a Southern-based company. Whoop that trick versus He Hate Me. Stone Cold Steve Austin is Funk Meat Sandman. I like Eddie, Ray, and Chris. TNN is like CMT, the country music channel. Yeah, I remember that for a while. They was on TNN.
She can just piece together a few of these moments, looking for the
Oh,
delivers for the win.
and this match going on for a minute. Yeah. Then it was Spike TV, and then they went back home. I remember they had the whole commercial, and it was like, we moving back home and everything like that. They had the moving commercial, and they went back to the USA Network.
An element of panic in the eyes of the champ, but she is growing in confidence as this one wears on her once again.
Going for the Cobra again.
It's not going to work.
No, not with the strength and size of Piper Niven. And the headbutt comes in as Piper retakes control.
Yeah, Spike TV they didn't want no wrestling. Cause I remember TNA at one point was on Spike TV, and they just wanted to get rid of wrestling altogether. I don't know if it was then, but I think it's Spike TV is a CBS Paramount company.
Frustrated, gets up on the apron, a week from being dethroned.
1, 2, 3. All right, Zelina, do your thing. Then they got TNA and UFC. 1993 to 2000. USA, then 2000. Yeah. It's wild. Yeah, man. And it was pretty wild to see them leave the USA Network, meaning Monday Night Raw, to go to Netflix. So, it was kind of like a bittersweet, jump, especially if you remember watching wrestling majority of your, as a childhood, as your time, it was on the USA Network. What if SmackDown was on Paramount Network?
Hold on. Don't ping last week on this, okay? That was Damian Priest's fault. He's the one that caused the DQ. And as far as Jacob, he's telling everybody they better stay out of his way. That's a warning.
Wow. Warning received. Which is why at Backlash, Jacob's going to defend that U.S. championship.
In a fatal four-way?
Damian Priest and L.A. Knight in a triple threat match. How's that?
Hold on. How did that happen? Technically, Drew McIntyre won the match. He's the number one contender. If there's anybody that should fight Jacob, it's Drew.
That's the best place to go.
No, you're absolutely right, son. Forget the triple threat. Let's make it a fatal four-way match.
Damn, Solo, won't you shut up?
You know what? Let's keep it 100. No matter who you put in front of me, line them all up at Backlash. Because at the end of the day, I'm a dog walk that ass.
I'm a dog walk their ass. Yada I mean? No breaks.
Yada I mean?
Yada I mean? Yeah, you can't fuck with Jacob, man. Do you remember the empty arena match? Yeah, of course. What? Halftime heat? Yes, I do. Solo up here running his mouth too much. Yeah, Solo up here running his mouth, man. Yeah, man, I definitely remember that halftime heat. I remember Triple H. I remember Spike TV. Yeah. Richard, yeah. Solo Sokoa is good on the mic. Yeah, he good, man. He good. But Jacob Fatu is undeniable. I miss Silent Solo. Silent Solo. My man came out there sometimes, didn't say a word, handled business. Yeah, he was silent. I thought that was like a promotion where it's like Cody coming back. Or The Rock versus Mankind and I Quit match. Yes, I remember that one. Where they played recording if Mankind saying I quit. Yes. You guys are definitely my crew right here. Yeah, you guys definitely my crew. I remember all of that.
I would love to see it.
Yeah. She on live behind me too. We both on live. That's wild. Definitely. It's like Samoan acting black and African acting white. Okay, WWE is Luke soap opera. Yeah, WWE, WWF, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it is, man. Attitude Era was elementary school memories. Hell yeah. Yeah. I came in late in the Attitude Era. So the Attitude Era ended when I got Stone Cold and The Rock left. I came in 99. 99, late 98. Around that time, I came in. Attitude Era. Attitude Era was... Yeah, most definitely, bro. Most definitely. The Attitude Era, man, was some fun times, man. Fun times. I was you guys just talking about Hulk Hogan. I remember when the NWO came back, 99 and 2001. Yeah, it was definitely fun. 2000 was one of the best years. If you want to talk about Attitude Era, man, Royal Rumble, Madison Square Garden, the Triple H Mankind on Triple H Cactus Jack. What was it? No Holds Barred Street Fight match. They threw down. Then you had the Royal Rumble. That was fantastic. Not even to not mention the what was it? A triple threat or the tag team match? I think it was the Hardys taking on the Dudleys, and I think it was a table match to kick off the show. Sick. NHL, NBA, NFL, WWE was cool. I'm guessing that's what that emoji is, right? Cool. Everything was cool at that point, of course. You know, Kobe, my man Kobe was doing his thing. You know, but yeah, WWE, man, was fantastic. Then you had No Way Out. The Hell in a Cell match was Cactus Jack, and he was gonna retire or leave. 90s, 2000. Yeah, man, and WrestleMania 2000. One of my favorite WrestleManias. I think a WrestleMania that don't get talked about a lot. I think the only thing that really get talked about that WrestleMania is the whole triple threat ladder match between Edge and Christian, the Hardys, and the Dudleys. You know, don't really talk about The Rock and Triple H and Mick Foley and the Big Show and that Fatal 4-Way. They don't really get talked about because it really wasn't a lot. If you really look back at it, really wasn't too many marquee matches on that show. But it was some good shit. It really was, man. You know, WrestleMania 17, I think you talked about the most of them all. '90s, 2000, Kobe, RIP. Shaq, MJ, etc. Yeah, them was the days of the NBA 2K, 2K, 2K2, 2K, 2K3. Man, shit was like that. And Vince McMahon, Jamie's too. I understand that one. Family. Yeah, WrestleMania 7 was definitely WrestleMania 17. 18 was undefeated. Oh, underrated. Yeah. My favorite Rock match of all time. Rock versus Hogan. You know, just the atmosphere, just everything about that match. Mello Billups. Yeah, you talking NBA now. You naming some guys. I know Chauncey Billups. Oh, you talking about Mello? Okay, so that is Billups. Chauncey Billups, Mello, Carmelo. Yeah. Respect. Yeah, Bird and Magic. Hey, you OG, Mr. Okada. First Mania in Canada. Yeah. That's him. That's what's up. Now, you know what? WrestleMania 19, I feel like it's an underrated WrestleMania, man. Like, that was the first WrestleMania, even though it was on Sunday Night Heat before the show started. John Cena came out, they did his little thing. Yeah, The Undertaker take on, what was it, Big Show and Nathan, whoever that guy was. He took on him. That was an awesome match. The Rey Mysterio and Matt Hardy match was dope. You had a triple threat match between Charlie Horse and Shelton Benjamin against Eddie Guerrero and Eddie was teaming up to Charo, right? To take on, I want to say Rhino and somebody else, bro. That was a bad Nathan Jones. Yes, Nathan Jones. Nathan James. I thought it was Jones. Come on, bro. Los Guerreros, man. Chavo, yes. Come on. Hulk Hogan versus Roddy Piper? No, was it Hulk Hogan versus Roddy Piper? Yeah. Then right after that, that's when they did that whole Hulk Hogan dressed up as like Mr. America or whatever like that. Yeah, bullshit. But yeah, man, that's one under. Booker T was supposed to win that against Triple H, but of course, we find out what happened behind the scenes. Stone Cold, The Rock, man, Brock Lesnar fucking almost breaking his neck in the main event. Like, dog, WrestleMania 19 is really an underrated WrestleMania. That's one. 2000 and WrestleMania 19. I don't know if John Cena gonna be here tonight. Mr. American. Yeah, Triple H politics. Yeah. Yeah. WrestleMania 30 was epic. WrestleMania 30 was epic. It was the first WrestleMania on the WWE network that a lot of people only paid $10 for, or it was free to them. And of course it was epic. I mean, it's moments obviously in there. WrestleMania 30. Hulk Hogan calling it the Silverdome instead of Superdome. Obviously Daniel Bryan, winning and doing his thing. Hogan 2000 was 80s remix. Which mean Hogan 2000s was his 2000 run was an 80s remix. Okay, yeah. Yeah, WrestleMania 30 was alright, man. John went over on Bray Wyatt, which I thought Bray Wyatt should have won that one. It was the Shield's first WrestleMania, Roman, Seth, and Dean Ambrose. Undertaker losing to Brock Lesnar, which I was just talking about that earlier too. That shit is wild. Yeah, so yeah, that's another WrestleMania, man. Like this, you say that was epic. Nah, man. If I can think, like I said, WrestleMania 16, I feel like was underrated. WrestleMania 16 was WrestleMania 2000 and WrestleMania 19. But you want to talk about epic WrestleManias? That's WrestleMania 17, 18, WrestleMania 20, WrestleMania 23. I think 23 is underrated too. Nobody talk about that a lot. John Cena versus Shawn Michaels was one hell of a main event.
He's got the opportunity for the big
WrestleMania 25, that was epic. Shawn Michaels. At least maybe that Shawn Michaels and Undertaker match. That shit was epic though. What else? Like you said, man, it was some dumb shit. Lashley was on WrestleMania 23. Yeah, man, I didn't become a fan of Lashley until maybe 2016 or whatever. Like his first run in WWE, and I wasn't watching SmackDown at all. I was all a Monday Night Raw type of guy. You know, it's live, it's bold, it's bright, like it's in your face. Shit, crazy shit happened. SmackDown happened on Tuesdays and came on a Friday, so it wasn't live. You know, so
2 hours in Des Moines, but welcome to Friday Night SmackDown.
yeah. And then Lashley voice at that time was so fucking squeaky. So squeaky. I was like, oh my goodness, this. And then especially when they was trying to make him like the next Brock Lesnar when he beat Umaga at WrestleMania 23 in 2007. I'm a SmackDown guy. Okay. SmackDown definitely been like this shit, especially ever since like 2020 when the whole bloodline thing went on. Lashley is soft spoken. Yeah, he was about to whip MJF ass on Dynamite this Wednesday. He didn't seem soft spoken. Yeah, back then I know he was though, but yeah.
While the world couldn't see him, I could. It took about 20 years for all you to realize exactly what kind of man he is, but I knew from day one.
Yeah, he awesome now, definitely. Was in the army. Yeah. Raw was cooler. Yeah, Raw was cooler, man. Like all the top stories happened on Raw until SmackDown with the Fox and Roman Reigns became the tribal chief. That's when SmackDown, in my opinion, became undeniable. It was the top show.
He is an entitled brat that gets whatever he wants. John Cena is the ultimate shiny new toy to be
Same as you, RKO.
by the ultimate puppet master. John, I gotta hand it to you, man. You're smart. You took advantage of the PG era. Oh boy, did you ever take advantage of the PG era. You were willing and quite frankly eager to be a real life walking, talking cartoon character. While I, on the
He
other
sure
hand,
did.
everything that I could to be true to who I
SmackDown SmackDown in 2002, 2000. Oh, SmackDown like at least like what 04, 05. See, I didn't have. See, we was living with my aunt for some time, and then when we was living with my aunt, we couldn't get Raw, but we watched SmackDown. And then at one point, I think when I was going to high school, it was about everything that was on Raw, bro. John Cena was on Raw, like every big top shit was on Raw. And then Friday night, when I was getting to high school, I used to stay after the football game, so I couldn't even watch SmackDown. And then I had to work, so I had to read the spoilers.
hat, neckband, waistband, armband, wristband, jorts. I mean, I think there's sneakers, dog tags, and a little towel that says "Never give up." Anything he can squeeze his name onto, he's gonna put at the merch stand. So that all
UPNCW days. Facts.
to make sure that you love him even more.
Trick Williams versus Chris Rock. Where we get that from?
Speaking of the kids, last week on SmackDown,
NXT was
John
okay.
The reason why he never had kids. The reason why he never raised a family.
Yeah, it's so weird that Randy Orton is a face and John is a heel now.
John, the only thing that you have raised is the price of your merchandise.
Yeah.
The actual parents have to work a double and able to afford.
It do sound weird to have Cena has a wife. Yeah, he got a wife, but he ain't got no kids.
Selling your
My family love John Cena.
isn't exactly.
Remember, everybody hates Chris. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You've been doing that for
Yeah.
20 years.
I know what you're talking about.
Hustle, loyalty, respect. Am I right? I'll give him. Listen. I'll give him the hustle. I'll give him the hustle all day. But
Cena ain't no Mr. Rogers yet. Trick Williams is. Yeah, he was on All American.
To the loyalty and the respect, John. Let me be clear why I'm asking specifically about the loyalty and the respect. Because last week, you stood in this ring, looked me dead in the eye, and you said you were going to erase the Orton name from the history books. You said, as you stood in this ring and looked me square in the eyes, that you were going to erase everything that my family did in this industry. And I'm going to tell you right now, you are not, and you will not, over my dead freaking body. You say that you are the last real champion. No, John, you are the latest legend that I have to put down.
We got the legend killer.
From tomorrow, Saturday, Backlash, my hometown, in front of my wife, my family, my kids, my friends, in front of the future generation of Ortons, in front of the future Orton legacy. I am going to kick you so hard in that Lego-shaped head.
It's
gonna fly right off your shoulders and through the gateway arch. But not before I drop your ass.
Where he's singing Gloria.
3 most dangerous letters in sports entertainment.
RKO.
RK.
Well, it doesn't get more pointed than that from Randy Orton. Sending the message to John Cena, the undisputed champion, that you're just the latest legend that I have to put down.
Eyes narrowed, veins bulging, skin turned a shade of puce. Yeah, good luck at Backlash, John Cena.
You start questioning your fate.
A week from tomorrow, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, streaming live on Peacock. Undisputed WWE Championship on the line at Backlash.
Naomi, listen, you and I need to get on the same page.
Look, don't tell me what we need to do.
To me out there, but
I've been doing my thing. You weren't even around lately.
So as long as you figure out whatever you have to do with Jade and stay out of my way, we'll be good. Sure.
Okay, sure. All right, Phoenix, okay. Watching it on Netflix. Watching the Netflix version. Appreciate you liking the live though. Appreciate it.
The following contest is scheduled for
Yeah, I can't even pronounce the name. I ain't even gonna try. Yeah, watching the Netflix feed on the Watch Wrestling website. Appreciate you liking the live. Appreciate it. Yeah, on the Watch Wrestling website. Cause you watching it on the USA Network, bro. It's so longer. It's so long. Like that first match they had earlier tonight between LA Knight and Damian Priest had like about 2 commercial breaks in it. Bro, I literally saw the whole match in its entirety. And I'm pretty sure, if not both commercials, but I know one of them was like a picture-in-picture. So, you know, but it's crazy. Netflix has SmackDown. Wow, yeah, internationally. Yeah, internationally, yeah, they have SmackDown too. They got, you know, obviously Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. So, and pay-per-views, everything. So internationally, so in the States, it's where is that on USA or Peacock. Yeah, internationally. Yeah, the SmackDown joint be just too long, bro. On the USA Network. It should just go back to 2 hours though for SmackDown. I think SmackDown won't be 2 hours. It's way much better. And I started doing the watch alongs, sort of in the midst where Raw was coming to an end of a 3 hour streak. Like, 3 months right before they were coming to Netflix. And at that point, SmackDown was just 2 hours until they made it 3. So I was like, yo, Monday Night Raw was smooth to watch. It felt like it was just so short. It felt like back before Raw went to 3 hours, before they did the 1,000 episode. And then ever since then, Raw was 3 hours. But, watching the 2 hours, I was like, cool. Even on Netflix, it's way cooler because it's just, 2.5 hours? Especially it's not like, a huge Raw or whatever. But, yeah. I think they need to go back to 2 hours for SmackDown. Raw was a show. Yeah, the A show. Definitely. You said was. Raw is prime time. Yeah, most definitely. Nah, it is. It gotta be. Yeah, Raw was. Raw is prime. Raw was prime time. I guess it still is, without it just being, on cable. We all know, like, times are changing. Everybody's streaming now. Not the two people that have cable. If you ask really a lot of people, they tell you right now they just got Wi-Fi. They just got Wi-Fi and they stream everything else like that. Whether it's Netflix, whatever else. Whether you got to do some downloading or whatever to watch whatever. Yeah, people just got Wi-Fi, and I mean, like, shit. I wish I would have thought for a while to just get Wi-Fi and just, but hey, So I mean, the whole TV shit is really gone out the window. So understand them coming over to Netflix, and I don't know how long it be for them to have everything on Netflix, even including the United States. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to wait till that maybe Peacock deal ends, though. So, but yeah, having it all on Netflix would be great, man. I mean, Netflix is the #1 streaming service in the world right now, so I don't think you get any more prime time than Netflix right there. So I remember when Netflix first came out, and I was just like, oh, look at this, some old movies you get to watch. And Netflix just started gradually, having originals and start doing its own thing, and just took off.
Two epic events. WWE Worlds Collide.
This Worlds Collide, man, they gotta add TNA to that. You got AAA, you got NXT. They gotta add TNA to that. I miss cable TV. Yeah, cable TV was kind of cool. No buffering. That's for sure.
June 7th. Combo tickets on sale now.
Bro. Then you said one that my sister used to work at too. Hollywood Video, bro. Lucha Underground. Yeah, man. Lucha Underground's gonna be dope. AAA. Yeah, that's gonna be dope. Worlds Collide, bro. Blockbuster was the shit, man. You get that game. I don't know how long you had. What it was, about a week or whatever. You get to play that game. You gotta take that joint back. My sister used to work at Hollywood Video, so she'd come on with big shit. Oh, I think this is interesting.
My childhood hero, John Cena, is going to beat Randy Orton.
Why would you say that?
Because it's true. I said what I said, dog.
You know how you get down. I do. All right, I got you. I'll talk to you. I know.
Mean what I said, dog.
No, stop. Ooze, you keep on talking this, you gonna punch your head clean off your shoulders, Ooze.
Ooze, I'm not playing around. What John Cena told me that. You know what else he told me?
What he said? What
he is the last real champ. He wouldn't lie to me.
You need to stop.
Our truth is sick, boy. First NXT UK and NXT, and now NXT with AAA. Yeah. I think they're doing more like an interpromotional joint. They acquired AAA. Pretty sure AAA is gonna probably still do their own thing. But NXT UK, man, came to an end because of the pandemic. Yeah, man, NXT UK was definitely dope. Definitely dope. The last blockbuster was in Oregon. Yeah.
Proven successful career. And then the night
Cool,
before
man. Triple H and Late Hillman were
arrived,
awesome.
short notice WrestleMania.
Yeah, NXT UK was dope.
These two
Santos Escobar.
the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Phoenix eliminated Santos. And his opponent, representing Legado del Fantasma from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 217 pounds. Santos.
NXT UK Rebellion. Shit, did they do that? I know you just had TNA Rebellion.
Hypercritical of Legado del Fantasma Los Garza, and then hypercritical of Rey Fenix for his match against El Grande Americano. And now in this position.
Well, initially, Santos Escobar seemed enthralled with the performance of Rey Fenix. However, that loss to El Grande Americano at WrestleMania 41 has certainly soured the Emperor.
Oh, NXT UK, just an idea.
On the new
Oh, yeah.
SmackDown, he decided it was a
Yeah, I remember WWF Rebellion. Nah, you know, that's not a bad idea. NXT UK, you know, or NXT, you know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out with. Hey, lately NXT just been coming back with just old school WWF pay-per-views like No Mercy, Vengeance Day, some other NXT WCW Jones like Halloween Havoc, Great American Bash, so on, you know. But yeah, NXT Rebellion, man, hey. Yeah, I remember those days, WWF Rebellion. You know, yeah, they could definitely go back over to the UK. I just think NXT was in the UK jump when they did either. I think it was Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Sami Zayn. I think it was Nakamura debut. I could be wrong. But yeah, the NXT when they did the Takeover London, NXT Takeover London. That jump was lit.
And now the Emperor of Lucha Libre will teach him a lesson.
You mentioned the newly acquired AAA, and that is the focus of what we were just describing with what's happening on June 7th with Worlds Collide, NXT, and the newly acquired.
Appreciate everybody tapping in, man.
That is going to be 7th. Money in the Bank is also that day. So there's your response, Santos.
Santos suggested he should be the boss. Did not in Phoenix. However, that might change your mind.
Back and forth, towing the line. Phoenix and Escobar. Wow. Listen to that. Now kiss the heavens.
NXT UK needs the NIL program. The next line jump. Yeah, that'll be dope. Or NXT UK. Oh yeah, when they did Insurrection and Rebellion. Damn, dog. Yeah, you were around the same age as me. I remember all of that.
This has been anything but Lucha Libre so far. Just a slugfest.
How you feel about WWE working with TNA now? You know, I know you seem like be from the same era of wrestling that I am. You know, you say Insurrection and Rebellion. Yeah, how you feel about WWE working with TNA now? And not only that, you know, AEW. Oh, I'm shocked. Yeah, I know. If Vince McMahon was in charge, I don't think none of this shit would happen. TNA dissed WWE. TNA dissed WWE, each other. They dissed each other. Yeah, they dissed each other for a while. It's very interesting. You know what I mean? At one point, there was competition. And for a minute, they wasn't.
That is why victory here tonight is so crucial for both of these men.
Escobar was able to neutralize Rey Fenix for a moment there when Phoenix was looking to springboard.
I don't know what that move is called. I'm going to call it a 916 for now.
Oh.
But immediately half the blocks do what he does best. Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, nah, it's not like WCW, ECW.
Luchador who has made such a splash.
So you should have did what you did instead of just announcing it. Oh, into the steps.
Phoenix was the late replacement for the then injured Rey Mysterio. WrestleMania 41.
Santos Escobar is using this as a negotiation tactic against Ray Phoenix. I think he's still convinced he can bring him into the Legado fold.
Lining up that target. Looking to go flying. And there goes Escobar.
He did all of that just for that, though. Okay. So Ring of Honor, TNA, and WWE was ruthless aggression. Until the Chris Benoit incident. Okay. WWE got PG. Yeah, I definitely remember that. They talked about that too in the McMahon documentary on Netflix. You know, definitely after that Chris Benoit, they had to switch a lot of shit up. They had to switch a lot. And you know, I guess we'd never know. Maybe who did attack Vince McMahon. Who was a part of that story, you know? I'll never forget that, boy. I was like, that happened in 2007. Yeah, I was in high school. And they did that angle, and it was somewhere around the summer. You know, it was going on summer. School was about to be out. And it was just so funny because my mother was looking at it. She was just cracking up laughing how they was playing it. Yeah. It's like Vince McMahon dead. They had the whole obituary popped up on the show and everything. I was like, yeah. Yeah, that's when WWE was wild as shit, bro. They had to change everything up. And it was almost a full circle moment.
Excuse me, Rey Mysterio did not ask Santos to replace him once he got injured. Santos Escobar letting the world know that it is he who runs the bingo.
Taste of your own medicine, possibly. Santos Escobar driving those knees right into Ray Phoenix's chest.
Let me ask you this, Joe. Yes. We've seen 3 or 4 matches of Ray Phoenix so far. This has looked nothing like the version of Ray Phoenix we've seen. That explosiveness, that high octane, 100 miles an hour acrobatic style has been completely neutralized by Santos Escobar.
And it was Vince McMahon ego.
The style that impressed Escobar. Oh, the big knee.
It's a crazy matchup they got right now.
Wow. It's a good job that mask is there. It's about the only thing that's holding up.
That too really like, and that's the thing. Like you left Monday Night Raw. I mean, you left WrestleMania. More so talking about. I mean, we talked about what happened with Cody and John. When you left WrestleMania, still having Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, in a real big story, and now they're on Raw recruiting Braun Breaker, may have an additional member. And on SmackDown, I mean, you got John Cena here, you got Randy Orton here, though, but no Roman. You won't probably get Roman back until the beginning of June or whatever, hitting into Money in the Bank. You know, it's like SmackDown had its moments tonight. It had its moments, but you know, Raw was definitely off the chain as well. Oh, NXT was TNA stars.
By Santos Escobar.
Remember last month it was Phoenix who looked like he was at his very best when he defeated Berto on SmackDown. That sums it up right there. That big smile by Santos Escobar.
I mean, how could you not be happy with this? Nobody has done what Santos Escobar is currently doing to Ray Phoenix. Santos is barely broken sweat.
Look at Jordan. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. As well, all the NXT people, you know, was TNA stars. Jordan Grace, Roman is Rock 2.0. Yeah. The only thing about Roman, he just ain't leaving yet. I guess.
In Des Moines, Iowa, here and days away.
Man, Benoit was high school memories. I definitely remember that. I'll never forget that. It was a 3-hour Raw. They was like 3-hour Raw. And the night before, it was a pay-per-view. I definitely remember reading. I didn't watch the pay-per-view, but I remember hearing that Chris Benoit was a no-show. You know, he didn't pop up for the ECW championship match or whatever it was between, I think, John Morrison, maybe CM Punk. And then you heard that Monday. I found out literally when maybe a lot of us found out. I found out when Raw came on. when Raw came on, the Chris Benoit obituary popped up. I said, "Oh my God, what is going on?" And for a minute, I thought it was a part of a story. I was like, "Hold up, wait a minute. They did the Vince McMahon, so you telling me Chris Benoit?" I was like, "Nah, this can't be true, right?" Yeah, CM Punk. Yeah. Look at AJ Styles too. Yeah. Yeah, so I found out, man, when Raw went on the air, and I just couldn't believe it. And I was like, for one, I couldn't believe that, but I couldn't believe that we about to have a 3-hour program with nobody in the stands. They turned everybody away from that arena that day. It was in Corpus Christi, Texas. Turned everybody away from the arena, gave them refunds or whatever, and had a 3-hour show with just Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross on commentary, and them just showing little vignettes, memorizing Benoit until they found out the truth the next day. Yeah, Eddie Guerrero, man. I remember. I found out about Eddie Guerrero reading the ticker. I was watching the news, getting ready for school, and the ticker at the bottom of the screen said WWE superstar Eddie Guerrero passed away, and I couldn't believe it. Yeah, so them high school days, man. Middle school for me, but Eddie though. But yeah, Chris was definitely high school. And it's been a minute since we had, an active wrestler on the roster, that would pass away like that. And, obviously the latest, Bray Wyatt, man, oh man. Bray Wyatt was amazing.
Popping right back up, finding a little something for a moment.
Freshman year. I was in my second year, actually. Hold up, wait a minute. No, I was in my freshman year. Yeah, my freshman year of high school. So I got there in 06, and that shit happened in June of 07. So yeah, I was still in. Yeah, same shit, bro. Same shit. Yeah, crazy. And this match is going on for a little minute though. I appreciate Mr. Okada, Richard, my guy Shadow earlier. You guys, man, going through the chat. Everybody that's tapping in on TikTok as well, chatting with your guy. Because when a show you have like this, man, sometimes you might get 1 or 2 people come through the live, man, and chop it up with you for a couple of moments. And then just be quiet. You got okay, bear through it. Bear through the rest of the show. But yeah, no problem. Appreciate it though. He said we old as fuck. We getting there. Oh.
Trying to put things away right here.
See, that's another thing. This SmackDown is nothing but a lot of filler matches, man. Nothing but filler matches.
This man wants power. He wants control. And he wants to claim the body of Rey Fenix tonight here on SmackDown.
King of Resurrection. Cena was your hero until now. I missed the passion of wrestling. Oh yeah, most definitely, man. The passion of wrestling. Not all got it, but it's there. But when you said Cena was your hero until now, look at it, man. You heard what he said. He was in an abusive relationship, man. He took care of you your whole life. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Shout out to Rey Fenix though, but yeah, man, he took care of you your whole life, man. I've been raising all of you guys, man. It's been an abusive relationship. Cena as well. I did sports because of him. Oh, that make it even more funnier, bro. John Cena really raised you, bro. He took you to your games, man. What sport did you do? I had a magazine of Cena. Who didn't? I had a poster of John Cena. Yeah. I don't know if track and field. That's what's up. That's what's up, though. Hey, man. Never give up. Hey. Never give up. Dog, man. Soccer. I know, kinda.
Excuse me, Tiffany and Jade.
Yeah, man.
But in tonight's main
Yeah,
event,
John Cena was like, he took your soccer games, man. Told you never give up and everything.
taking on two
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. And basketball a little, skateboard a little.
Listen, Byron, I get it. If you did, I wouldn't be able to either.
We all, I guess we all gotta dig. We all gotta think Daddy Cena, I guess. Pause.
And as for Jade,
No funny shit.
as long as she stays out of my way,
But we all gotta think
we don't
Johnson.
have a problem.
Or you stay out of my way. And anyway, I'll be focusing on Naomi. Yeah, I should have done hands at WrestleMania. But I spoke to Nick Aldis, and I'll be facing Nia Jax next week in a number 1 contenders match for your title. So yeah, handle that.
It seemed like tonight's just about the woman.
Last week, I almost had you beat. But that's fine. You can go ahead and you can beat Nia Jax. I'll just have to do it all over again. Toodles.
Damn, bro. I guess too many people wasn't mad, I guess, when John Cena said that, right? My man just said Cena was a better father than my father was. Heck, even SpongeBob. Okay. Mad respect on that one, dog. Now, I'm a dad, dog. I ain't gonna let no wrestler talk about it. He was raising my kids more than me, bro. I fuck with what Cena doing and what he's saying, though, bro. My son loves Seth Rollins. I wish Seth Rollins was saying I've been raising your kids and making them sing along with. Shut up. You might add,
City.
I'm waiting for them to come back to DC for a Monday Night Raw. We got SmackDown for the last couple of times. And then since they're not doing live events like that, they probably only gonna come once a year. And it depends on what town they in too. Cena versus Charles Barkley. Yeah, it depends on, what town they in. The big towns, they definitely gonna make one twice or 3 times a year. And before we continue the show, while we on the commercial break, once again, appreciate everybody definitely tapping in, man. We live here on Twitch, YouTube, and on TikTok live. DC birth of Evolution. Yeah, man, I remember that. I wasn't there. My first show was in 2006, December 2006, Monday Night Raw. I was marking out. I was 16 years old in DC. And ever since I made that first one, I made a promise. Well, not necessarily a promise, but I guess when I went there, I was like, yo, I gotta go. Come on, I gotta go. I gotta go. I got some birthday money, man. I went right around the corner. I think I was seeing a movie downtown. And it was a basketball game came on, and I went right around the corner and bought me some tickets. My mom was supposed to get the tickets, though. Yeah, 2005. Yeah, Washington, D.C. I wasn't there for that one, dog. So I was at a Survivor Series in 2009. The main event, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and John Cena, where Shawn Michaels sweet chin music Triple H in like the first 5 seconds of the match, and John Cena got that crazy ass look on his face. I was 16 too. Oh yeah. Bro, what the fuck? Hell yeah. You know the crazy thing is, dog, that's so crazy that you said that. Yeah, that was Kofi Kingston wins it all. Yeah, man, they coming up with a new stadium here in DC. And the Washington Commanders, they had a crazy season last year in NFL. So they play in Landover, Maryland. And they trying to bring them back to DC. Hopefully they supposed to be bringing them back to DC. Play literally like fucking 10 minutes away from where I'm at RFK Stadium. So they supposed to be building a whole new stadium. And the way that shit's set up and the way it's designed and knowing how WWE does, I can see a WrestleMania coming in, so we need a WrestleMania. RIP to Six Flags. Yeah, I heard they shutting that shit down in Bowie though. Former Redskins. Yeah, I like the Ravens though. I couldn't get with them, man. I couldn't get with the Redskins, the Commanders. You know, mad respect to what they did last year though, but bruh, I couldn't get with them, man. They win 3 games, lose the rest of the 8. Maybe win 2, lose the rest. I just couldn't get with it. In football, I wouldn't have done. Wrestling was there for me, so I could care less. DC Defenders, yeah, man, they almost won the XFL championship that year.
Another big win for Fraction against Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, they almost won the XFL championship that year, man. I think who they took on? The Houston Roughnecks. I think they took on the Houston Roughnecks or the Dallas Renegades one of them seasons. And I was like, hell yeah, bro, like DC. And I think the DC Defenders really got the Commanders on the road they on to. For real. Pre-Kaepernick. I like UFC and WWE. I definitely like UFC. Oh hell yeah! When it's a fight night or UFC 300 or whatever, I'm tuning in. Till COVID era. Definitely. Oh, you liked it UFC and WWE until the COVID era? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I know wrestling was hard to watch in the COVID era. Boy, I still got a buddy out there. Oh, when Kaepernick took a knee, I meant. Yeah, man. Sports was wild. Yeah, I got a buddy I really haven't even talked to in a while, man. But when that COVID shit hit, when no fans was in the crowd and they had to do them boards and all that other shit, I was just like, yo. Yeah, I remember doing that Thunderdome joint one time. When he used the guy prosthetic leg last week was crazy. Oh, XFL 2.0 during COVID. Oh yeah. I really prefer the XFL over the UFL. I really wasn't a big USFL guy. Did I say that right? USFL? Yeah, it was the USFL. And I'm like, I'm cool. Like the Birmingham Stallions seem like they always win. I barely know even like I was really cool with the XFL 2.0 kind of like when they revived it in like I believe what was it 2020? Yeah, that shit was lit. And then when they came back 2 years ago, and then The Rock, unified it the XFL with the USFL, and now they call it the UFL. So it's alright.
What's your problem? Okay, Santos. You know what?
I hear you.
Care about the Garza.
Yeah, The Rock understands football. The Rock and Trump team up. We grew up, we stand for the flag. I ain't make America great again, bro.
You don't have respect.
I dig it, man. We must be coming up on the main event match, man.
Let's go!
And after the loss to Ray Phoenix, Escobar.
Oh, John Cena gonna be on SmackDown next. Well, I could have took it. No funny. Man, I'm having a cool conversation with my guy here, man. For real. I was just saying, man, I could have took this week off, man, and came back next week. Cause this SmackDown was mid, though. It was alright. Jacob and Solo taking on Damian in LA tonight next week.
SmackDown next week in Dayton, Ohio. They've got to team up together as they go head to head against the vicious Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu.
They're gonna actually make that like a fatal fight. Well, I don't know.
They both want Timmy's title.
Jade Cargill taking on Nia Jax next week.
Nia Jax for the right to be the #1 contender. That is
You predicted Trump will work with A. McMahon. I mean, hey, NBA is supposed to be coming back on NBC this fall, though.
Is coming.
Yeah, NBA is supposed to be coming back on NBC this fall. She's remind me of middle school principal. You talking about Linda? On Peacock? Let's go. X-Men. Are you talking about Jay Cargill? I'm not too sure.
Jade knows that one-on-one with Nia can wait a week because right now she has the chance to get hands on Naomi and continue to deal with those deep emotions.
Okay, Jay Cargill remind you of X-Men?
Return to SmackDown here in Iowa.
I get it. I can see it. She's a strong ass, fine ass woman. I'll tell you that. Here we go. Okay. That's my show right there, Monday Night Raw.
Deliver a message to the WWE Universe. WWE to be changed forever. Raw, Monday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Netflix.
Okay, the theme songs and Storm 2. Yeah. X-Men, man, back in the days. What's the shit? Yeah, X-Men Evolution for kids, Fox Kids. I was just talking about that with my guy Brian. I was on his show last night. Shout out to Brian, man. He probably doing a watch along right now, watching SmackDown. And we was talking about favorite cartoon. We was playing a cartoon trivia game, and it was it was real fun, real dope. Shout out to my guy Brian, man. Ooh, excuse me. Jay, what's going on, Jay? Appreciate you liking it live. Appreciate it. Zoe, appreciate you, Zoe, for the follow. Appreciate it. You guys, man, tapping in, man. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch, so if you guys see me looking over at the camera right here, Cartoon Network, that's definitely another one. I'm live right here on YouTube, too, so the link is in the bio, it's in the description, man, on my TikTok page if you want to come over and watch the YouTube version, man, while we watching SmackDown, chatting wrestling, man, so, yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate the love, Zoe, appreciate the follow, appreciate the like. Hey, let's get it. Appreciate the follow, Jay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, having a good day, man. It was a cool day, a real cool day, man. So, yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, Cartoon Network, bro. Had all the Thunderbolts. Yeah, Thunderbolts, Kids, WB for me, bro. Man, it was all the cartoons, man. Was just talking about that shit. Used to wake up come home from school watching X-Men, the Power Rangers, bro. The Power Rangers, I don't know, it wasn't on there though, but man, great shit though. Yeah, bro, having a good one, man. Appreciate you liking it live. Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate it, Jay. And like I was saying, man, once again, man, we are live here. YouTube, Twitch, and on TikTok live. If you haven't done so already, definitely do me a huge favor. Hit the like button down below, follow, share, and make sure you subscribe to the 1130 podcast right here on YouTube. You dig? You dig, man? For real. We live every Monday and Friday watching Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw. And the wrestling podcast, man. You know, every other week, talk pro wrestling. And we do a bunch of shit over here at 11:30 podcast though. But I love seeing them signs, man. Where it's like my first show, my first SmackDown. It's my first event. I love seeing that. I just be so fascinated about like what was it that you was like, yo, I like this, and mommy, daddy, can I go? Cause man, I remember that. All right.
Cargo.
Man.
Earlier tonight, she saw Naomi out there and knew things wouldn't stay calm at all.
That little girl will have all the little boys in the chokehold when she get older.
It's
tippy time. Hey, yo, my cat think it's slick though, for real, for real. My cat think it's slick. Trash out.
Retained the women's championship at WrestleMania. That was impressive against Charlotte Flair. But the longer this title run goes, the heavier things get. And Nia Jax returned to action.
Hey, I appreciate it though. Appreciate it. Look, man, that's all it takes sometimes, man. Just one person, and the next time it'll be one person, and the next time it'll be one person. But yeah, man, you know, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Jay. Yeah, you might come over to the YouTube real quick. Hey, appreciate it, man. I had the lights on in the background, man. I don't know if you guys can see it here on TikTok and, of course, on YouTube, man. Had the lights. I try to keep my cat out the room now because he want to go under the daggone table and start biting up on the cord and shit. He started biting up on the cord, so I had the lights on. So everybody, you know, on TikTok and then on YouTube and shit. That's why the lights ain't on the background and shit. So, yeah, what's up? Just came over from TikTok. Yo, appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Nia Jax, whose recent title run was 153 days, and much of that time was spent with
J. Cargill don't seem like she in the press at all. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
She gives to her. Tiffy cashed in that Money in the Bank contract and took the championship from Jax.
Yeah, Nia Jax, you mentioned it earlier, been suspiciously quiet in recent weeks, and not only.
I mean, Smart, she been quiet. She wasn't even at WrestleMania.
But she chose the perfect time to.
Talking about she been quiet. It's crazy.
As the dust settled on WrestleMania 41.
Shit, I like her new theme song though. That song kind of badass though. Yeah, been a good show tonight. Yeah, been a good show, man. I was just talking with my guys, man, in the joke, man. It been a good show. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna be that type of guy though, but it been a lot of filler matches though, and it seemed, excuse me, seemed like tonight just been mainly, you know, I'm not gonna say about the woman, but you know, Randy Orton came out and did his promo and shit, but John Cena gonna show up next week. It seemed like more of the stories is on Monday Night Raw, but I'm very interested in that Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman, that new faction, that new group and shit. I like she got a new theme song. I like she with the glow, that whole it's time to glow, put your hands up, all that other bullshit though. I'm digging his Naomi, man. If anybody should deserve this opportunity right here to get a shot at the women's championship, it's Naomi. Jay Cargill just came her ass back. We still ain't even get really deep into the whole storyline between Naomi, Bianca, and Jay Cargill herself. Tiffany Stratton, she the women's champion, she doing her thing. Nia, she missed WrestleMania altogether, so it should come down. I mean, well, they had a couple of matches against each other, so I don't know what should come down between Nia and Naomi though, but I'll give it to Naomi. Fraxian was good. Yeah, man, Fraxian was dope. I mean, I can't hate on Fraxian. They was real dope in NXT.
Feels like a four-way fight for survival at this point.
And then in the ring, what
Now
we
they up
saw
on the main
at
roster. They're gonna be
WrestleMania,
killing it.
Jade and Naomi.
I mean, were we ever expecting this to be a normal tag?
No.
All four women kind of said to their own partners for the evening, stay out of my way, let me take care of my business.
Yeah, Naomi's saying, hey, Nia, you can have Tiffy all to yourself.
This is a tactic-free tag match. We're
Mm.
just going to see where this one goes. The four women in there apparently going to figure
My guy was cheesing from ear to ear. It was like, yo, this is the best front row seat. The best front row seat.
All those months on the shelf, out injured because of the actions of Naomi, was Jade, and she now delivers that hit right to the midsection. Jade comes back into the ring.
Well, Jade Cargill thought she was done and dusted after victory at WrestleMania 41, was ready to move on from this menace that is Naomi. But Naomi, who blames Cargill for breaking up her friendship with Bianca Belair, is certainly not done with the storm.
No, she is not. But you were absolutely right in your assessment of Jade Cargill and what her mindset was. She did not think that she would still be dealing with Naomi after what she thought was going to be the resolution.
Come on, Naomi.
Vegas. She came on our post show and she turned right to me and said,
Still waiting for Bianca to held her little two fingers up. Then she got broken at WrestleMania because this story ain't over between Bianca, Jade, and Naomi.
Ready to step her game up in the singles wall and grab some gold.
So there was the tag.
Oh.
By Nia Jax, who comes right in.
And there is that element of inexperience still from Jade.
I love Nia, but she's a big bully, bro. A big bully.
Of Nia Jax, who is now in
Do your thing, Nia. Do your thing. All right, on this last commercial break of the evening.
Beat down Jade Cargill. You know, she couldn't resist getting a shot in.
Appreciate it.
And this serves a couple of purposes for Nia Jax here. Number one, it sends a message to the champ.
She for real a bully. No bullshit.
Somebody who is looking to become
Her finisher move is a bully. It's like I'm big and I can beat you.
You're on my turf now. I want my gold back.
And if you big, especially a woman though, if you big like her, you ain't seen too many big women like her in wrestling. Yeah, we seen her name was Karma for a minute. What was her name in TNA? Oh, did she go by Karma in WWE? But she was in TNA. I cannot think of her name in the moment. It's coming and going. It's coming and going. And I feel like if you're a big woman, especially in wrestling, you have to be confident. You have to be really confident. A big woman or man. You know, because being big is so much looking down upon it. Oh my God, you big. Oh my God, you fat. Yeah. You know, so you have to be confident because I feel like confidence attracts everything, man. You know.
Loose peace agreement, perhaps, between Naomi and Nia Jax, at least for the duration of this match.
Tag.
Look at that pressure right up against the face of Jade Cargill.
And really, the difference between these four women, or at least these two teams, is the experience.
You gotta roll up. Two.
As great as Cargill.
You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing Naomi and Jay. Naomi and not Naomi and Jay, but Nia Jax and Jade. The last time we seen these two interact together, I believe, was in May of last year. I believe it was May of last year or June of last year. I think it was May, late May, early June. And they was going into the Queen and King of the Ring tournament, and Nia Jax hit Jade Cargill in the back with a steel chair, causing a disqualification. And of course, Bianca lost her match in the tournament, you know. But that was that. And Naomi, you should have did your thing. Referee don't seem like he was turning around at all.
Looks to fight back from the outside against Nia Jax.
Cargill's really scrambling here. Needs to get herself back in the ring and make a tag. Forget about Nia Jax for now. That's my advice.
John, what's up? What's happening?
A week from now, Nia Jax and Jade Cargill will be one-on-one in a #1 contenders match. But right now, as you see that big forearm coming up,
I need to get my tripod again, so I won't have to have my phone, you know, the way it's positioned. Have it back on the tripod like I had it, but my son won't come in here and mess with stuff. It's crazy.
Got Nia Jax up there. That's the biggest part of the battle with the energy part of her. Jade Cargill is just too low after the beating she has received, and now the fresh and vicious Naomi back in there to punish her most hated rival.
Remember a week ago.
Okay, so he is going to defend the Fatal 4-Way against LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre. I feel like Solo Sikoa going to get his... he don't need to add himself into it. He could interfere and possibly try to, you know, try to help, but he going to distract Jacob. Jacob ain't going to lose, I don't believe. John Cena returns next week on SmackDown. Who you think going to win this?
For a tag to the WWE Women's Champ.
Who has not legally been in this match at all. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. Yeah. If it doesn't come to a disqualification, I can see Nia Jax. I don't want Naomi to get the pinfall, but I can see Nia Jax probably getting the pinfall.
Nia Jax has just
Stupid time.
center of the universe, which for one night only is Des Moines, Iowa.
The WWE Women's Champion has
Small drop. No. Oh.
Crucifix penitent. So close was Tiffany.
Tiffany knows it too. It's rare you get the opportunity to take down Nia Jax. And to get this close, brilliant technique from Stratton, who turned a potential
Okay, you agree too.
into an offensive pin. Just a split second away from a victory, and now she really has to drop the hammer.
Tiffany could be in really good shape here. You see her reaching for her wrist, but in position for what could be. Oh, and Nia quick to her feet. And brings the headbutt. And now Nia.
Oh, Samoan drop.
A little extra stank on that one for Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, and the leg drop. And Nia said, what in the world? That was a blind tag. And there's the...
Yeah, this is probably going to cause him the match. Get out, Nia. Just get out.
Ordering her out. She was in position to close this.
Well, that could have been game over there, but clearly both women looking to get the dub for themselves.
Oh, she got her knees up. She bounced it off her knees, though.
What an error that may well turn.
Nia Jax don't look too happy about that.
Nia Jax is just fuming on the apron.
Getting those knees up may have just saved the day as a fired up comes in against her chief rival, Naomi.
With superhero-like powers of recovery. About 2 minutes ago, Jade Cargill looked completely washed.
Getting the best of her way.
Totally refreshed, back on top. On a mission to be the #1 woman in...
I don't know if y'all ever seen her without the, you know, silver hair, the blonde hair. I think she looked 10 times better without the silver hair, though. You know, and I think she wore that one show when she was in AEW.
Begging for mercy, but
Nice jokes, man. 1, 2. Oh. But it works, though. It works. I think one of my guys said she reminded him of a character in X-Men, you know, so that works.
Remember what happened moments ago when Naomi tagged herself in?
Damn, that was a big elbow drop. Oh, damn, it's in time. Tiffany Stratton. I agree with that also. She fine as hell.
Break of that was by Tiffany Stratton. And again, this one is completely broken down. Referee losing control. And who can blame him with these 4 giant personalities in that ring?
Tiffany and Naomi.
Oh,
Squashing both of them in the corner is Nia Jax and pushing them both out of the ring.
Yeah, I'd say the tag team of Nia Jax and Naomi is officially over, but this match is ongoing as Jax closes in on what looks to be an imminent victory.
And now Nia Jax is putting Jade Cargill
too far away.
in position.
It's squashing time.
I knew she was gonna move. I'm like, she is too far away.
Could she possibly? She's got Jax.
Okay, Jay, can you get her? 1, 2, 3. It's funny that she grabbed her titty though when she did that though. Hey, she had a handful of titty when she was doing that.
One of the greatest physical specimens in the history of.
Yeah, she is fine. She is fine. She's fine.
Physique to full effect there. An epic powerbomb on Nia Jax, grabbing the victory for this strange team of Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. And that perhaps.
Oh, you disrespecting Jade though? Like you just gonna put it on your shoulder too?
How about the champion saying that's
I feel you though. I feel what you're doing.
Yours for now, Tiffany.
positioning for the women's championship is becoming a bit of a demolition derby.
Jeez, decent fight, yeah.
And attacks from behind.
Definitely dope, man. Definitely dope. About to wrap up SmackDown.
Distracted by that glittering championship. Never take your eyes.
And tonight was an okay show, man. Tonight was an okay show. Yeah, we gotta get Naomi as women's champion. Fuck that. She deserved that. Really great show. The live is about to end on Netflix. Yo, I appreciate everyone vibing with me though. Yo, Jake, appreciate you, my guy. Mr. Okada Shadow, yo. You guys was much respect and much love for coming through, showing you guys love in the chat. Everybody on TikTok, appreciate you guys for real. The highlight of the night, man, oh man. I want to probably say Jacob Fatu even more, man. What Jacob is doing, I'm loving. Yeah, man, what Jacob Fatu is doing, I'm loving what Jacob is doing. You know, I mean, it was some real cool matches, really cool matches. On tonight's episode of SmackDown. Most of all the highlights and reviews, of course, will be posted on the 1130 podcast TikTok page. So Jake, man, I appreciate you timing in, man, from over on TikTok and on YouTube. So yeah, man, post them on I'll be posting on my TikTok and social media pages on TikTok and Instagram and on my YouTube. So appreciate the love, man, for real. It's Friday night. It's all good, bro. All right, man. Be good. Hey, I will, man. I'll be back at it Monday night for Monday Night Raw watch along. And, of course, make sure you tell a friend about the 1130 podcast, man, for real. Yo, I'm about to end it off right here. I'm about to probably watch some NBA, watch some games or whatever. Just relax, smoke some, chill. It's Friday. Yo, man, for real. Be easy, be smooth, give all the glory to God, man. Won't he do it? Yo, it's your man Dre, a.k.a. Dre on Wells, man. Until next time, yo. See you guys Monday. Peace.